I think we live. What's going on? It's your boy SB. What's good? What's good? It's Thursday, so y'all already know what that means. We live. If you hear a light breeze, that's my fan, low key. I put it on high. I think I got it a little too close because I can hear it in my headphones right now. But hopefully, you can't hear it too much. Let me see. I probably should put my light. Let me see. Yeah, I can still hear it a little bit. Check. It's all good. Probably should move my fan back a little bit though. Yeah, but it feels so good. Nah, I'm gonna leave it. What's going on? Like I was saying, I hope everybody had a super dope, man, blessed weekend. It's Thursday, so you already know what that means. I mean, we live. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Hey, can you guys hear my fan or no? Let me know if my fan is like too much. Oh, no. All right, we good to go. All right, who we got in the building? Though? Let me see. The sweaty bombs. What's good, fam? How you doing? What's good with you? Hope all is well. Good to see you in the building. Hey, Peter. What up, Peter? What's good with you, fam? Hope all is well. Good to see you in the building. Good to see you tuned in. Hope all is well. How's y'all week been, man? Was y'all week good? My week was good. Did some overtime this week, or doing some overtime this week. Super busy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Super busy, but got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Got to do what you got to do. But good to see you, Peter. Carlos, what's good? What's good? Good to see you. Good to see you. I like that PlayStation hat, fam. That's fire. That's dope. Okay, you can't hear it. It's good for sure. I can hear it in my headphones, so it's like a little breeze, but that's cool. If y'all can't hear it, then we good. Then I just don't want to mess with the audio. Especially because when I do the lives, it doesn't go through my studio. It's a live feed straight from the mic to you guys. There's no doctoring up of the audio. When I do my vlogs, I doctor up the audio a little bit just to clean it up. You know what I mean? And so I can't fix certain things on my live audio wise. So I got to make sure it's right. But you guys saying you can't hear it, so that's good. Stress with work and school, fam. Everybody, hang on tight. You know what I mean? Hang on tight, fam, because it's a long ride. You know what I mean? We got a long ride ahead of us in this economy, in this country. You feel me? You got a long ride ahead of us. So continue just to hold tight, my dude. Continue to stay positive, stay motivated. Because that's the thing. It's a lot of people feel that same way that you feeling stressed. You know what I mean? That's something that I said last year. I said we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna start seeing more and more people snap. And we there by the day, seeing more and more just crazy stuff. People just wilding out. But you know what I mean? Hang in there, my dude. Keep it going. Try to stay as motivated as possible. Be active. You know what I mean? I would definitely encourage everybody to be active. Being active helps. When you start to feel certain things come upon you, stress, anxiety, depression, worry, when you feel, you can at least, maybe because I'm very aware, you know what I mean? And if you feel that stuff, exercise helps. Being active helps, you know, especially if you have a stressful work environment. You got to get it. You got to move. Like, at least me, I have to. Like on my breaks, I got to go hit the. We got a weight room in our corporate building. We got a weight room, rightfully so. If we didn't have that thing, I don't know, man. Like you just got, you know what I mean. So I encourage you and everybody else who's listening. You know what I mean. Definitely, man. Try to stay active. If you're not active, try to get active. Whether it's a few walks around the block, you'll be surprised. You know what I mean? How good you feel after that. Mercy, what up though? Good evening, SB and Amazon fam. Hope all is well with y'all. It's my birthday. Hey, shout out to Mercy in the building. Happy birthday to you. You feel me? Hold on. Let me find a birthday rap real quick. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Shout out to Mercy, her birthday today. I was about to throw in the beat and rap you a little birthday rap, but I don't want to get a copyright on the channel or nothing. So you feel me? And YouTube be playing games sometimes. But happy birthday, Mercy. Super dope. To be alive another year, and you know what I mean, that's another blessing, you know what I mean? So man, folks is dropping videos. My goodness. I need to step it up. I got another tab open. I'm on YouTube. I was about to pull a beat up to rap for you, but I'm just seeing like this, like some certain artists, these folks is dropping. My bad. All right. Let me get it. Happy birthday to you, Mercy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good, um, glad you know what I mean, got another year of life. Peter says, hard, what's that? Work hard, pay off song by You Always Keeps Me Going. That's what's up. That's what's up. You got to throw that No Days Off in your playlist now. I dropped that one probably, man, how long has it been? I probably dropped that. I thought it was like 3 months, and then I actually looked. I was like, oh snaps. That was like 6. I'm tripping. I should have been dropped something else. I have songs. I got some nice songs, but my time is just, oh, it was only 4 months ago. All right, cool. I don't feel that bad now. Yeah, throw No Days Off. Throw that in your playlist too. That be pumping me up. I ain't gonna lie. I throw that in there sometimes when I'm at work. I do faith, I'm a follower of the Lord. So I do my music for the Lord too. I listen mostly to that. But there's times where it's like, all right, let me throw this SB on real quick. This hard work pays off. And but that No Days Off, I love that though. That mug gets me, that mug be getting me on. So I'm glad it encourages you and inspires you. That makes me feel good. That's one of the reasons why I do it. You know what I mean? I do it to inspire people, encourage people. So that's dope to hear. Thank you for letting me know that too, man. That Peter, that encourages me. It stirs me up. You feel me? I have a whole project waiting for y'all. I just got to put the icing on the cake. But like and that's where the next vlog, that's when it comes out. That's why I got dressed up before my live. I was like, all right, I'm going to shoot these vlogs. My thing is I can't really shoot vlogs during the week anymore. During my work week, it's out of here. I can't do it because the return to office, all the time that chewed up all my creation time, all my productive time of doing content and all that. It literally ate that up. I don't have that time no more. RTO took that away. So it's more challenging. I got to be more strategic, more, I just got to plan a little more for me to do the vlogs, and I could do it. I just have to do them now on my off days and bulk record, which is why I threw a little something on for not, you're going to see, I'm going to be wearing this jacket. Forewarning, you're about to see me in this jacket for like the next 5 vlogs because I'm going to shoot all of them today, hopefully. You know what I mean? So, no, but that's an encouragement for me to finish up these songs. I got them. I just need to put the icing on the cake and get them out to y'all. I've been slacking on that, but the change of events of return to office really, you know what I mean, disturbed operations, on my end. But that means a lot, Peter. For real, that means a lot. Appreciate that, fam. Barney says, thank you so much. Of course, though. Of course, you feel me? I'm gonna have to make my own birthday song, you know what I mean? Brian Sanchez says, what are some tips for an interview at Amazon? Don't do it. No, I'm just playing. Tip number 1. No, I'm just playing. You always want to use the principles. You feel me? Always want to use Amazon's principles. Try to create because there's stories. They're obsessed with those stories. Even though most of the people in them interviews be making up their stories, but when try to have 3 or 4 stories, and you want to try to put them in a way to where if they ask you, tell me a time where you thought big, or were they one of the principles that they want you to kind of give a story on. You want to have stories that you can intertwine the principles. You know what I mean? That Amazon is so obsessed over. But if you check I have a vlog up on that. It's something about Amazon's interview. If you scroll through my videos, you should be able to see it. And we kind of go more into it. And it's not just what we talk about in the video. What's dope about a lot of the content we do, a lot of people in the comment section, especially that interview video. In that interview video, somebody even asked or let you know what some of the questions are. Like when they wrote it down, when they said it, they posted out like, oh, snaps. I remember that question in my interview as a PA. So check that video out. It's called Interviewing Whatever. Look on my page, and it's something about the Amazon interviews. Check it out on my page though, because I don't remember it offhand. But overall, I think that would be my best advice is the stories you come up with, make it to where you can intertwine those with a couple of the principles for whichever one, you know what I mean? So where if they ask this principle or this principle, that same story, you can maneuver into different principles. So you don't have to have, and the reason for that is so you don't have to have 12 different stories for 12 different principles. You know what I mean? So hope that helps. Shout out to you though. Who's that? Brian Sanchez. Shout out to you, fam, for you having if you have, it sounds like you have an interview. Shout out to you, my dude. Good stuff right there. War Fox says, what's up, SD? What's good, War Fox? Good to see you in the building, fam. Just got my comp email, getting 4.7. What? You finna make me check my, should I check mine? Let me check mine right now. You feel me? Hold up. You got yours? Let me check mine right now. Oh, let me lower this little brightness. He said, because I got my, I'm gonna do a video on it. I didn't do it yet because I haven't received mine. I haven't received my what I'm getting yet, but I do know I'm getting a raise. So you guys are catching this first before I make a vlog on it. And I didn't want to make the vlog until I knew how much my raise was, all that stuff, give you guys the exact numbers. But I do know my evaluation went great. So I am getting a raise. But this ain't about me. This is about War Fox and him getting his raise. Shout out to War Fox. You feel me? This is not about SB right now. Let's celebrate War Fox. You feel me? Let's celebrate Brian Sanchez. You feel me? Let's celebrate Mercy. We got birthdays. We got interviews. We got raises. You see, we surrounded with greatness over here. If y'all not even subscribed to the channel, y'all better subscribe to this channel. We got greatness over here. Look at this. You feel me? I love this. I love being surrounded by people. What's the word? Striving for more. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody, all the champions on the channel. Now, let me see if I got my raise. I'm going to check right now. Because if so, that's going to be one of my vlogs I record tonight. Let's see. All right, so while that's loaded, let me answer some more of these questions. All right, so shout out to War Fox. SB just got his comp email, getting 4.7 raise. My guy, shout out to my dude. That's what's up. I love that. And 68 RSU. So for those of you who don't know, that's stock. And when it comes to the corporate side, and I think managers just in the warehouse, I'm not sure if what are you, War Fox? I think you're on the corporate side, right? But I think the managers in the warehouse, I believe they get stock too when they get their raise. Because I remember those combos are so long ago though, but I think they get stock too. I'm pretty sure they do. But let me see. And the way that it works on the corporate side, at least with our corporate building, our corporate arm, you first have your evaluation, and that's where you find out if you're below the bar, you meet the bar, surpass the bar, or above the bar, something like that. And then once you find out, long as you meet the bar, you get a raise. If you go above the bar, whatever, surpass the bar, whatever, you get a raise as well. But you don't really know how much you get until you get your email, your comp email. Let's see if I got mine. Hey, War Fox, when did you get that? Oh, Outbound AM. Okay. But I'm low key supposed to, like, we're supposed to be getting ours around the same time too. So that's why I'm checking on mine. All right. So we didn't get ours yet. But I was made aware that I am getting a raise. I just don't know how much yet. Shout out to Warfox. I thought y'all was finna get some. I was about to, y'all would have got live. You feel me? A live update on what my raise was right now. All right. 4.7. Shout out to my dude. 78. What you mean? 78. Oh, you got 78 RSUs at 78 stocks. Good stuff. Good stuff. Congrats, fam. Congrats. Love to hear it. Sophia says, hey, SB, what's good, Sophia? Hope all is well with you. Good to see you in the building, though. And Amazon fam, hope all is well. Peace and blessings. Man, God bless you, Sophia. Good to see you in the building. Hope all is well with you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, everybody who's tuned in, if you ain't hit that like button yet, hit that like button one time for your boy. It helps the video out. Ted, what up, fam? SLC associate here. Hi to everyone. Happy birthday, Mercy. Shout out to Ted, Junior, Michael. Shout out to my guy. Good to see you, fam. Good to see you in the building. Hope all is well with you. Mercy says, thank you, Ted. Much appreciated. Peter says, I got accepted medical school. I will be leaving Amazon very soon for medical school. Okay, Peter. Look at what I'm. Man, I feel I need to catch up. I need to catch up with y'all. You know me? I'm hopping on, promos, RSU bonuses, medical school acceptance. You feel me? Like, yo, where have I been? I need to step my game up over here. Shout out to y'all. That's what I'm talking about. He says, I spent 4 years on Amazon. It almost it's almost time for me to say goodbye. Absolutely, my dude. Absolutely. And that's how you do it, everybody. If you're gonna leave the company, leave for something better. If you gotta leave, and if it's not for something better, and you just because you got to get up out of there, do your thing for sure. But that's the goal right here. You feel me? Use Amazon, leverage Amazon, take advantage of Amazon. Pay off your bills, build up your credit, get everything you gotta need. You want to leave better than what you came. That's the goal in any job. So leverage the company, take advantage of it, and then if you know what I mean, if you're gonna leave it for medical, you know what I mean, do that. Good stuff. That's what's up. And then next time Peter taps in, like, oh yeah, I'm hired. I'm in the medical field now. That's what I'm talking about. Congrats to Peter, man. That's what's up. Brian says, I have a possible interview for data analysis in Amazon. Really nervous. Don't be nervous, fam. You don't be nervous. All you can do is the best you can do. If anything, that nervousness that you feel, because of course you have, you're human. We're all gonna feel that. Use that, direct that to preparation. You know what I mean? Go over your stories, write your stories. You know what I mean? Once you write them down, read them every day, say it into your phone. So then when you're driving to work or wherever you're at, you can listen to it. You can play it back. You want to attack that. Preparation is key. You know what I mean? That's where you're going to build confidence is preparation. Who was it? Kobe got it from Jordan. It's like, no, I'm not scared to take a game shot because I do that 5,000 times in practice. You know what I mean? It's the preparation before the game that's going to, you know what I mean? So prep. Write your stories, go over your stories, say it in your phone, listen to your stories. Read it so you can see it and you're reading it. I know it sounds crazy, but it does help. You know what I mean? So good stuff, my dude. Hopefully you get it. I seen data analysis as well. I seen that in the job finder. Have no clue what it is, but shout out to the data analysis. I have seen that though. So ain't that out here in Arizona? I think that's in Arizona if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to you though. Sophia says happy birthday to Mercy. Outbound AM. That's what's up. That's what you deserve it. War Fox deserves that. Outbound AM. Yeah, he deserves that for sure. Shout out to War Fox. Of course, Mercy, enjoy your special day. Ted and Sophia, much appreciated this morning around 4 to 5. Okay, got you. All right. So yeah, we're looking to be getting ours this first week of the month. So that's what's up. Where's my little? Oh, there it is. Congrats, man. And yeah, he deserves that. Outbound AM, that has to be the most challenging AM spot if I would ever guess myself. Outbound is no joke. Okay, so outbound AM, only thing it depends on the part. If you like on dock, You feel me? Prayers. Yeah. We gonna pray for y'all. You feel me? That's no joke. But even AFE can be AFE is a beast. AFE is a beast all of Outbound. But there's some parts, you know what I mean? Some crevices. It's not as challenging as I think just in Outbound in general, AFE and then like ship doc. Outbound doc is a beast, man, for sure. But it's like in those things, there's some easy stuff. Like I remember I did flats, and that's the doc. Easiest thing I've done on planet Earth. You feel me? On planet Earth. Easiest thing I've ever done for money. Oh, it was so easy, it was like boring. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed it because it was only one day. I was over there for like labor share on my overtime day. And it's like it was dope because you really just sit there and do nothing except just move something from here to there. That's gonna be like they're gonna have some machines doing that real quick. They have to. It's so easy. They're gonna. It's like robots are gonna replace that real quick, in my opinion. All these are just my thoughts, my opinions, and whatever we say in tonight's live. Not a representative of the company, not a spokesman. Mr. Tim, what's good? What's good? What's good, fam? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you over there. Good to see you in the building. War Fox says, man, Amazon stock is tanking right now. I believe everything is. From what I heard, I haven't searched, but I was just on the phone with one of my boys a little earlier, and we was talking about that. I heard a lot of stuff was tanking. And it sucks, though, because I got some stock vesting next month. How convenient. You know what I mean? But hopefully it kicks up before by next month, by the time I invest. Because if it's like tanked at that time, I don't think I'm cash mine out. I think I might hold out until it goes back up for a little bit. But yeah, I heard about that. Tony says everything. Yeah, see, that's what I heard. I heard everything was taken as well. Paid off to put some put options. Got you. Nothing wrong with that. Talking about the RSU, facts. Got it when it was high, and now it's tanking, but it'll go up in the future. Right. I agree. That's what I'm saying too. I agree. I think it's gonna go back up. But the thing is, you know what I mean? Like once it vests, it's that part of holding it, but knowing like, man, I could cash this out, even though, you know what I mean? It was higher. I could get X amount right now. That's the challenging part. But depending how low it is when it comes to my vesting time, like if it's barely lower than what it was, I'll cash it out. If it's like low, low. This T-Pain low? I don't listen to T-Pain, but the commercial, what's that commercial? We got some grocery store out in Arizona. It's called I don't know, but one of it, that low song. Oh, they use it for the low prices. They play it all the time. That thing stuck in my head. Yeah. But if it's that low, T-Pain low, I might just hold on to it and not cash it out. What is going on? Brooklyn. No, it's not the Brooklyn Bridge. My bad, G. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but hopefully you in it for the long haul. I ain't gonna lie, I don't be in it for the long haul. I should have though. If I would have kept all my stock since the time I started on the corporate side, my dude, it would have been something nasty. That would have been a big check right there. But I didn't. I cashed out every time they vest. But Tony's right though. You feel me? Like, yeah, be in it for the long haul. War Fox said, I'm glad I got put in Outbound as a fresh AM. Facts. Right? Because if you can learn it then and you fresh, that's what you start with, everything else is gonna be cake work. But you said as a fresh AM, because that's not a fun place, but dog, I've been making sure to improve Outbound CPLH by 5 to 8% from the previous AM who never hit their CPLH. That's what's up. And when you start there, anything else you go to, it's going to be light work for you. Like me, they have me on I do probably more work, I think, than my whole team. You feel me? Like, and it don't make no sense because I'm not the most tenured there. You feel me? I'm not the best person in that position, but somehow I always get put in the worst position, doing the most work. But what did that do for me? It caused me to become better. You know what I mean? So when I go into my overtime days, it's just like, you know what I mean? you just become better. So that's the dope thing about you going into Outbound and getting thrown into the lion den, you feel me? And it's like you learn how to fight. Now you go, they move you to inbound, my guy, inbound stow. You're gonna be over there like trying to stay awake. You know what I mean? In the middle of the storm, just trying to stay awake. Like, oh man, this is chill. This is chill over here. Shout out to Word Fox. Mergy says they already working on putting robots in the docks at my building. I'm telling you, because it's such repetitive work. Why would they not? You know what I mean? I mean, of course, that's not favorable to us, the employees, but when you look at them and the route, the way that they're going, just companies in general, and then look at how much these companies have invested in automation. All of them have big investments in automation, big investments. So it's going to roll out. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying Amazon just in general in the workplace. I'm not a spokesman of the company. I'm not representative of the company, but automation in general in the workforce. They said it was supposed to take away what 30 million jobs or something crazy like that. They said that like last year or something like that, and people didn't believe them. But the more we're gonna see it roll out, it's gonna happen quick. People gonna be. I'm telling you, the worst has not come yet. Remember, y'all, I've been saying prepare because we ain't seen the worst. We're nowhere near the worst yet. Like it's bad right now, but we're nowhere near the worst. You know what I mean? So, yeah, keep us updated on that, Mercy. Let us know how that rolls out. You know what I mean? How that's like. I've seen automation take place in Amazon. I mean, quick. They did a lot. It's not fully automated, but I was in Stowe. Stowe was way different, man. Like you had to scan, you had to grab the item, scan the item, put it into your bin, and then scan the bin. You had a scan gun. They did just in my little year and a half in Stowe, whatever it was, in that time, by the time I left, it was totally whole different process. Not the process was the same, but they took the scanners out. It's scanning. You just put it under a thing and it scans it. You don't even scan the bin. So people who come in now, they see it and like, oh yeah, this is all we know. But for those people who was in Stowe back then, it was like a whole nother ball game. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to happen. They're just going to continue to innovate all areas. And I think there's going to be some part they're going to continue to innovate until it's automated. It's automated. You know what I mean? They're going to continue to innovate until it's automated. I like that. Or the dogs. Wait, my bad. Wait, what were we talking about on this one? Or the dogs. You gotta give me some more context on that. I forgot what we were talking about on that. My dude, my fault. Bombs. I hit my CPLH and get that 5 to 8%. It feels great to send Outbound achieved all goals on that wash sometimes. On that wash. That's what's up. Good stuff right there, my dude. Can't wait till you get that 5, or if you already at your 5, till you get that 6. Continue to elevate, War Fox. You feel me? Crack the ceiling, my dude. Double down was good. He says, good evening. What's good with you, fam? What's good with you? Outbound. Hey, Outbound in the building. Okay, we up in here. You feel me? Shout out to Outbound. Shout out to Inbound. Gen 12's fully automated inbound decant and stow. I've seen that. I think BFL 1, they got a crazy setup over there. It does it go to their stations? I don't even remember. It's BFL 1 or Sand 3, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But I think they got it to the point it goes from, like you're saying, decant from the dock up to the station. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing, like is crazy. Like we used to have VRCs, and that's where they'll go ahead and get the work from the dock. You get the pallets, you put them in the VRCs, and you send it up to the 4 floors. All right, we send in 5 pallets to floor 4, 5 pallets to 3. You know what I mean? But they're at the point now where them things is going straight to the floor. It's crazy how quick that's happening. But yeah, that's back in my day. We used to, because then you have the VR runners, clear. We got to yell out clear before you close the door, before you open the door. You feel me? I was VRC certified. You feel me? That was a part of the journey. So it was cool. But yeah, VRCs, man, they're gonna be out. They ain't gonna be used in a minute. No, I think they're always going to need those, but yeah, the automation is a trip. It says, I'm gonna stay 5. You're gonna stay 5? Like 6 is, oh, got you. 6 is not on your radar? Nah, you don't think so? Or you don't want to? I heard it's a nice gap between that 5 and 6 pay, at pay difference. You know what I mean? My goal is to launch a building as an AM next. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, at least you have your goals. You know what I mean? And that's all that matters. You know where you want to be and what's a best fit for you. Everybody's not a best fit, because that's the thing too. Even though the AM, I mean, not the AM, the OM may have a bigger tag on it and bigger bag attached to it. That's a whole lot more responsibility that people may not want. Like, yeah, no, I'm cool. You know what I mean? Which is understandable. You know, so long as it's all about people having their plans, their map, and what fits best for them. You know what I mean? So you sound like you got your plan already. You already got your goals set out. That's dope, man. You know where you're going. That's dope. Double Down says, was that Shreveport? SHV1 is the Gen 12. There's a video of the building if you search it on A to Z. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to them, man. It's a lot of stuff being automated. There's more, like, I think Taco Bell, like I'm seeing more restaurants launch and open up their fully automated store. I'm not supporting those. So I'm telling you, watch the scale rollout. We see little rollouts of the little things, and when they scale that, it's gonna be nasty. Out here in Arizona, we got the little car that drives itself. I was supposed to do a vlog on that. I downloaded the app and everything. Hopefully, I'm still gonna do it. And I just, time is me and time trying to figure this thing out. But what that's doing every day, that little car that drives itself out here in Arizona, there's plenty of them. It's a nice amount of them out here. Every day, they're collecting data. And who knows, probably AI. You know what I mean? So them things AI gets smarter the more that it goes. You know what I mean? It finds the wrongs and corrects it, finds the next wrong, corrects it. Spooky stuff. So once they get that where they want to get it and they scale it, I think the scale of automation, especially like these self-driving cars, these restaurants, we're seeing bits and pieces. Oh, it's here, it's there. There's 2 over here, there's 3 over here in this city. And it's gathering information to get it, the process down exact. When they scale that stuff, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of jobs lost. My bad. I got my firearm on me. Sorry, you guys. Excuse me. I got my jacket hanging sideways. I should probably put this down somewhere, but it's kind of. Yeah, everything. Take it up. Hold on. Sheesh. I'm trying not to rip my jacket. Snaps. I put it in my jacket, like the inside pocket. Oh, there we go. I'll put it over here. All right. Whew. Jacket's light now. Yeah. All right. Cool. Shout out to them, man. I'm gonna check that out. Warfox says launch one as a PA. Right? Hey, them launches is official. Launch one as a PA. Now as an AM, now it'd be awesome. I agree. 2000%, man. Those launches are official. Dope stuff. In the future, perhaps, I don't want the headache from an OM job. And what OM have to deal with is something I don't want to think about. 200%. I feel you, fam. I feel you. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. Those buildings have more RME than A. Right. It makes sense, though. Makes sense because there's so much more automation. It's, you know what I mean? To where employees is, you know what I mean? Like they need RME there to fix the jams or belts. I'm sure they snap because we still have that will, you know, that situation. That's a problem in Outbound AFE. Belts would always rip, you know what I mean? And sensors covered by what's those things called? by a little scan. You know, one of the stickers slide across one of the sensors and it gets stuck on there. That literally can shut a whole lane down. So things like that. There's always going to be some, but the human, I mean, come on, these buildings, thousands of employees. If they chop 100 RME people, you know what I mean? That'll be a big difference of having 100 RME people just on the job clearing jams or whatever they're going to be doing. I don't know. But, you know, crazy. God is the best. That's a funny comment. I'm gonna get to that right now. I gotta read it first before I just put it on the screen because sometimes people just say some regular stuff and I can't just have regular stuff on the screen. All right. Those buildings have what'd you say? Wheezy. What up, Jay? Wheezy, good to see you, fam. I remember the 15% more associates for managers article earlier this year. Did anything change? Here's the thing about that. I've seen a press release. I didn't see Amazon give an official statement on it, but I probably should just pull it up. But it said, this is not, I'm not representing the company, I'm not a spokesman of the company, but it says managers was getting, it said managers was, I don't want to say it, but it says that, you feel me? It said something about managers that was supposed to happen. But I didn't see Amazon give a statement on that or a press release, so I didn't speak about it. But yeah, I think some stuff, I'm gonna look into that though. I actually pull it up in a minute. I'll pull it up and see if Amazon gave a statement. All right, God the best says, you know, you only have a second if someone comes with their gun already. Listen, the reason I have my gun, shout out to all my Second Amendment people out there. You gotta love America. You know what I mean? You gotta love the Second Amendment. Where it depends on where I'm at. I'm very aware. Listen, I'm in my office. If I want, I'm on camera. That's why I just didn't, you feel me? Like I can just get it out quick. I'm on camera, you know, so I'm not trying to, and that's okay. You can have a firearm on camera. But then if you put it on camera, YouTube ask a question. They say, is there drugs in this video? Like they ask if certain things. And then one of the things is it firearms? And then if you do click that, it's like, okay, are you actively using the, then you have to answer all these questions. I don't want to do all that stuff. So that's why I was trying to take it out, but not have it in the camera. Yeah, if somebody, but I'm in my office, so the only reason why I would have it on me is if I heard a loud noise coming from my backyard door or the front door. I'm pulling it out. You know what I mean? It's just I was trying not to put it on camera. That's all. So God the best, you're right. But here's the thing too. The reason why I have a firearm is not for the offense. You know what I mean? I'm not on offense with this thing. It's for defense. You know what I mean? And if somebody comes with a firearm and I got 1 second, go ahead. You feel me? Like you win. You feel me? You win, bro. Like I'm about to go be with the Lord. You win. I'm about to be with the Lord. Like I'm not itching to put somebody down with that thing. That's really, you know, anyways, but and you know, anyways, yeah. So I was taking that long. I didn't want to have it on the camera. That's why. And then if somebody hold on, if somebody comes up that quick, my first response is not even the firearm. I'll wrestle you out of your firearm. You seen, you know, you think I'm gonna hit you with the what's his name? I'm gonna hit you with the Jackie Chan. You feel me? You're gonna be like, where'd it go? It's gonna be in my hand. If they're that close to me with a firearm, I'm gonna just take my I'm not gonna go for my firearm. My first instinct is my hand still. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not big on putting people down. That's a very last resort. You know what I mean? So if somebody comes with 1 second, my mind's not even on the firearm. You're too close. I'm more dangerous than your gun is. I know that sounds crazy, right? You know me? That sounds crazy, but I'm crazy. I'm gonna follow the Lord though. But you know, my faith is, I got big faith. I got big faith. You feel me? So I believe with all my heart. I'll snatch that out your hand. You feel me? Just you feel me? But then there's a slight chance. No, I'm playing. Anyways, I'm just clowning, but I'm being for real. Anyways, I'm not trying to shoot people. You know what I mean? So, War Fox says, "Yeah, let's not pop out with a weapon. Yeah. Let's not pop out with a weapon on YouTube Live. Don't want to end end customers for YouTube. No, but you can have them. Oh, you know what? I don't know about live though. And YouTube allows you to have firearms. It's just when you start, if you firing it, or I'm like dismantling it, or I'm putting it together and all that stuff, that is where I think you can't do all that. But I can put it on. I can have it. You know what I mean? But when you do have it, then you have to check certain boxes and put more information. Like, let's say anytime a video gets published, this live is going to get published. At that point, I go into the settings and I have to hit certain things. I would have to start throwing out some firearm stuff, and I just don't want to go through that. But it's nothing wrong with you having a firearm on YouTube. It could hinder your monetization. Like, some sponsors may not want to run ads on your video, so that's why a lot of people don't do it too, because ultimately they're trying to get rid of firearms in every way, which way, shape, and form. Law, media, they want it out of Americans' hands. You know what I mean? So every aspect of life is going against taking away rights of personal firearms. So when it comes to what's the quickest way to touch somebody financially? Besides physically, financially, you hurt their pockets. That'll get people to move. You know what I mean? People compromise their beliefs because their pockets get touched. So they're really, it's like, all right, we're not going to say you can't have firearms in YouTube videos, but we'll touch your pockets. Poof. All firearm, firearm content has dropped dramatically. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, and then plus, I was not the guy who's going, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here to be the option that's not doing that. There's too many Black Americans on cameras waving a gun around. You feel me? So I'm here to be the other guy. You know what I mean? That they can look up to that don't got the gun waving around. But that don't mean nice guys don't have firearms. Oh, we got firearms. That don't mean I'm a follower of the Lord and I got firearms. Let's not forget, Jesus says, you got a sword? Oh, you don't got one? Go sell your cloak. Go get one. That's out the mouth of the Lord. You feel me? So I was like, yes, Lord, I'm going to sell my cloak. I got a few of them. But I would never want to take nobody's life. You know what I mean? And the reason why I did that too, I want to do a vlog on that on my faith page. It's so, you know what I mean? Because on the faith realm, establishments, it's almost like, God forbid you have a firearm. Why do you have that? What do you mean? Why do I have that? You know what I mean? It's almost taboo. But anyway, it's deep though, because there's like, let's say there was a time, how much time? Because this goes into even with 45, we can talk about it. When Katrina happened, it's a little early, but it's all right. I'm feeling good today. The government went to the pastors and told them to tell their members to be compliant on giving up weapons. I got the footage of it. It's old footage from on YouTube from like a long time ago, but it's stuff that really suppressed. I have a lot of different categories of videos. Anyways, you know what I mean? For some reason, they want firearms out of the hands of Americans. I know the reason why. Look up, man, do I want to go there? Nah, it's all right. I'll just change the subject. All right. Jay Weezy says, my theory was managers were getting cut to push the extra AAs to the remaining managers. To me, that just sounds like more stress for PAs and AMs. I feel that. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know. But I think, and this is something I said a while ago, and this is why I didn't want to go back into chasing, because I didn't want to go to salary, because you got to, you know what I mean? You can't stay in L4. You got to get up out of there quick. I think that's the worst position, L4. Stress-wise, you got to start there. I think it's worse. That's the worst position to stay in. I think that's the position you want to get in and get up out real quick. Go to that L5 quick. Because of the stress and all that stuff. But I think now one of the reasons why it's like caused me not to want to go there is because I think there's going to be more work put on everyone, not just the AMs, I think more work, the workload is being placed heavier for everyone. you know what I mean, and the running leaner, but the workflow stays the same, that means somebody's going to have to pick that work up, you know? So, and that's, you know, all companies in general, but that's, to me, that sounds like more stress for the PAs and AMs. That sounded like that to me too, but I haven't really heard no feedback. You know what I mean? I don't know how it's going for them. I mean, I don't know. I hope it's going well though. Because it can be stressful. You know what I mean? That sucks, having a stressful workload, you know. God is the best says it's the nervousness that involves too. The nervousness of what? Let me know. I'm not, what do you mean? The nervousness of carrying a Second Amendment, a nervousness of using a Second Amendment, a nervousness of taking somebody's life. Which one of those are you talking about? I'll go over each one of those. Am I nervous to carry? I'm not nervous. I'm aware. You feel me? And here, I got to think about extra things than other Americans. I'm a Black American. The reason why we have gun laws is because of this. That's the reason we have gun laws. We didn't have gun laws until the Black Panthers was openly carrying in Oakland. All of a sudden, they said, we need laws in place because we don't like the way this looks. And that's facts. So I'm aware when I'm carrying my firearm, it's legal out here in Arizona. You can carry it. But I'm aware. And the way that I move is like, do I really need my firearm right now? I've been pulled over a few times out here in Arizona, and that's a normal question. Like, hey, you got a firearm on you? I never had my firearm on me, but I do think sometimes, like, how would those stops go if I did have it? I don't fear, because that's just one thing you can't do. You just can't move in fear. You know what I mean? No matter what it looks like. No, I can't. I just can't move in fear. You know what I mean? Fear to me gives control to whatever you fear. You know what I mean? I don't fear a cop. I don't fear I fear God. You know what I mean? Him alone. But you feel me? And here's another thing. There's laws. I want to get my what's that? Your concealed carry. I want to get mine, right? There's so much that I learned in there. It's like, yo, what's the point of carrying? You got new federal laws. You got federal laws that will like supersede your your amendments. Like, yeah, you can carry, but if you're caught carrying 1,000 feet from a school, that can be like a federal offense. What? You know how many parks or schools and parks it is over here? You know, so it's just, it reminds me of a corporation. That's why America is a corporation. It's so many loopholes. You know what I mean? If they want you out of here, America is a big job. Like most of these companies, there's so many loopholes and so many ways to get you out of here. If they want you out of here, they can get you out of here. So nervousness in any area. I'm not nervous in anything. You know what I mean? Carrying, I'm not nervous in, I'm aware. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to taking somebody's life, I'm not nervous. I have the mindset, if you're going to go, I got to go 100. If I'm going to go, I can't go 90%, 50%. You know, I'm not going to pull something out. If I'm pulling it out, it's to protect my life or somebody, or, you know, it's a life-threatening situation. And I know, you know what I mean? But I'm aware, though. That's the thing. I have there's an awareness that most people don't have. You can't just take a life and there's no consequence to that. Even if you do it righteously. You feel me? Like, there's people who went to war and took people's life and they still can't sleep. You know? So I don't think those are the things I would want to, you know what I mean? That's what I wrestle with. But I already made a decision. If it comes to protecting family, or, you know what I mean, it's a life-threatening situation, you know? All right. Jay Weedy says, I heard a statement today about depopulation. Oh man, I shouldn't have said that, but the depop. They said they have been doing it with food, facts. And now they're trying to do it with finances by making it too expensive. Fam, what that's called, I still haven't done it. I've been talking about this video forever. It's called the Great Transition. I made that term up. That's what we're seeing right now. It is a mixture of depop, but it's also a mixture of going into the new world, the new order. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. And I hate when this thing started twitching. It was looking so fresh too. it was like we were running clean, and then all of a sudden, exit solo layout. I wonder if I could like hop out and hop back in. Hold on, I'm gonna try to hop out and hop back in. Hold on real quick, you guys. Nope, didn't work. Like it was great. We were streaming clean as a baby's bottom. I don't know what happened. All right. Now trying to do it with finances by making it too expensive. So I do believe that there's an agenda of Depop for sure. Why? You know what I mean? Like they said it themselves. What's the guy who had the computers? Bill Nye, the science guy, who thinks he's Bill Nye, the science guy? Bill Gates. You know what I mean? How many? What's those things called? Vax. We are vax. How many of those vax has he made and test trialed them and gave them to Africans? Millions upon millions. What did it for? What? For what? What are you doing? You know, but there's listen, it's just yeah, Depop for sure. And the food, facts. You want to know what's so crazy? I follow on Instagram. You follow me on Instagram. I think I follow you too. Not, I got to follow you. Last time I saw your page, I was like, I got to follow my dude. I don't know if I did. I think I did. If I did, my bad, I will. But point I'm saying, on one of the pages I follow is a 90s page. Like, cause I was, you know, I'm a 90s kid. And this is like, when you look on those pages and they'll show like old clips of high school, you want to know, it's so crazy. So many people were way thinner back then. Everybody's thin. Everybody. Everybody's thin. And then you look to today, everybody low-key is chubby. And there's nothing to be, you know what I mean? I don't care if you're whatever you are, but there are health there's health. We got to think of our health though. You know what I mean? There are ramifications of being out of shape, you know, and especially if your cardiovascular system, your blood flow is not moving, you know, that stuff plays a part. Everything plays a part. So food, I definitely think they're putting stuff in our food for sure. That's a fact. Like I fast, right? And I remember I stopped eating, what's that thing called? What's that spot? Chili's. They have this plate that I loved. Salmon, potatoes, and something. And I would usually eat it. Boom, boom, boom. I'm killing it, right? Boom. And I went on a fast though. If you guys don't know about fasting, I'm gonna do a video on this. This is, you know, so much I gotta share with you guys. But fasting is that's powerful, right? So I did that, and I think I did like 3 days or something, just water. But when you do that type of thing, when you go back to what you were eating or drinking, you're very sensitive. So I remember I ate it. I don't know if I broke my fast with that. I think I broke the fast, and it tasted low key like metal was in it, not texture wise, but it's like a, you know, like when you drink, which I don't drink, but what's it called? Faucet water. It just tastes like that. And it was like, ugh, you know, what is this? Like it tasted almost like chemicals, like a lot of chemicals in there. So I stopped eating it. I still don't eat it no more to this day. It's like McDonald's. Stopped eating McDonald's like 20 years ago. Not 20, but like 15 years ago. And that's facts. I haven't touched nothing McDonald's. I absolutely agree. There's stuff in the food. And I believe it is causing more and more people to have health issues, more and more people to have, you feel me, losing their memory earlier than ever. Like all these type of new diseases people have. Where do they think this stuff's coming from? I think food is definitely one of that. And you mix bad food, all of it's processed. A lot of it's processed. So much food is GMO, you know, genetically modified. All these things, you know what I mean? And then you mix that with, you know, America being more obese than it's ever been, and so many of us are overweight, and how, you know, and it's also like a time where a lot of people don't exercise, but I understand why it's hard right now. It's hard to exercise, to find that time when you need to work 60, 70 hours a week to live. You know what I mean? Like that's challenging. Like even myself, I find it challenging for me to hit my regular workout schedule with my regular work schedule. It's challenging for me. So I can only imagine for people that don't work out. You know what I mean? But you mix that, just food and the lack of exercise, that could be damaging. That can cause Depop, in my opinion. And not just Depop. Here's the thing. They want Depop. I agree. But here's what I think they want to. They want people on those pills. So when you eat this food that has all this trash in it, you don't exercise. Guess what happens? Because you got to go get a checkup every 4 months? No, I don't do that. But everybody does, right? Here's what everybody's going to come to. Oh, we found this. You got to take these pills that you have to take for the rest of your life. Drug dealers. These folks is legal drug dealers, fam. They out here pushing more drugs than Scarface has ever pushed, than all the biggest drug dealers. The biggest drug dealers is his medical system. I need to calm down because we only 55 minutes in. You can't be talking like that. These folks are the biggest drug dealers out here. Why don't they not give us anything that cures us? No, we can't cure you, but you're going to take this for the rest of your life. What is wrong with this place? Yo, I need to chill. Yeah. But it's a fact. Anyway, so yeah, food, all that stuff. I think the best thing is being proactive. The thing is, people want to try to make drastic changes when it's too late, when the doctor tells you, hey, you need this pill for the rest of your life now. And I still think even at that time, you can try to find some holistic ways to fix whatever you got going on. But I think the best thing is being proactive, and being proactive in things that are free, like exercise. Like, man, you know what? Let me go walk some miles a day and be proactive and drink water, hydrate myself and all that. Now, instead of me sitting down, filling my body with all this stuff, and in 3-4 years, I got to go to this doctor and he's going to tell me, hey, now I need to take this pill for the rest of my life. So anyways, yeah. And then you say making stuff more expensive. I think that's the final thing right there. Yeah. Even before making it more expensive, they're shutting down. It looks like, I think it was an attack. Ever since the shutdown happened, the first thing, one of those greatest attacks that I've seen was on independent businesses, small businesses. They got thrashed. They got hit hard. Everybody cannot pay their bills, right? People who had apartments and they didn't have to pay their rent, but small homeowners who had 2-3 houses that they were landlords, they didn't get a bailout. They had to wait and had to wait and had to wait and had to wait. So much property was snatched up because these landlords had to sell them because of that shutdown. And I think that was one of their moves. I can only imagine the percentage of small business owners, how much that dropped with that shutdown alone. And now they're adding new laws every year, and it's attacking small businesses. It's making it harder and harder and harder for small businesses. And I think that's on purpose. I think it's going to be to the point small businesses is going to be out of here. It's going to be these big conglomerates, big corporations. And that's it. That's all we're going to have, so, and then, yeah, by making it more expensive, for sure. Because I think after these small businesses, they said it themselves. You feel me? What they say, you're going to own nothing and be happy. They're coming for homeowners. They're coming for anything car owners. You own a car? Yeah, for now. It's going to get to a point where you don't own cars. You feel me? Like, and this ain't coming from me. All right, let me chill. Let me chill. But yeah, we're going to come across some crazy times. That's what I'm saying. I've always said, like, yo, prepare, because people have no idea what's coming. But even, let's stay on the expenses. Facts. You feel me? Rent, insurance, houses, housing, all this stuff. Everything is going. And my biggest question is, where does it stop? When is enough? How long can this go on? Some crazy stuff. All right, Black Panther Gamer. What's up, SB? What's good with you, fam? I work in FC CrossDock, I think that is, and have been a PA since November of last year. Lately, I've been working in a completely different department, manual palletize, EOL, and I'm really enjoying it. That's what's up. That's dope, man. Listen, be grateful because sometimes I can't tell you how many times people get moved into a different position and they don't like it. You know what I mean? So that's super dope that you got moved into a new position and you enjoy that. That's super dope, man. I love that for you. Super dope. Kill it. Enjoy that. And congrats on that PA position, my dude. You've been a PA since last November. Man, continue to elevate, continue to take advantage of that for sure. Good stuff, my dude. Juan, what up, my dude? What up, Juan? SB, is corporate worth it? I'm transitioning into corporate soon from a fulfillment center. I'm gonna be very honest, and this may offend some people. All right, I'm not gonna be too blunt with it, but okay, hold on. Before I even say that, because I do want to be careful how I word that. If you're a people person, for sure. If you know you have to politic, you have to, you know what I mean. If you're that, I think for sure it could be a place for you. But how can I say it? The best way I can? I wouldn't. All right. If you're that person, what you say from a PA position? All right, cool. You gave me some more context. You saved me there. As a PA, if you keep your PA mindset, I'll give you the good thing about that and something to be aware of. So yeah, I think you'll be great because you're a PA. You already know engagement. You already know, you know what I mean? You're already proactive. You already take ownership. All those things are needed. So that's an easy transition. But the side that's not, it's not even negative, but this is just something to be aware of. When it comes to, I think you have a quicker chance to get the next level in the FC. And that's not even just me. That's my opinion. And every manager I've talked to in the corporate side, that's their opinion too. But I can't say everyone that I've talked to. But you can still get a promotion. It happens all the time. People still get promotions, but the ratio is different from managers to employees compared to the FC. I think it'd be quicker in the FC to move up because it's way more positions. You have inbound, you got outbound, you got what's that called? Non-inventory. You got picking, you got stowing, you got AFE, you got pack singles, you have doc, you know what I mean? All those areas are completely different teams, managers and PAs for all those other positions. On the corporate side, it's not like that. It's not like that. That's the first thing. Second thing I've noticed. First thing I was like, hey, we over here doing ops stuff. I'm not lying. Hold on. Somebody ain't tell me the full truth of this stuff over here. And then after that, when I first hit the floor, I said, wait a second. There's 3 managers in this whole building I'm seeing on the floor right now and like 100 associates. This don't, you know what I mean? I'm looking at just strictly numbers. This looks like it may be more difficult to move up here than in the warehouse. And I actually said that to one of my I was having a one-on-one with one of my AMs. He's not an AM in the building. He actually went back to an FC. But we had we had our one-on-one, and they're always optimistic. I'm always optimistic, but I'm very real as well. So he's like, yeah, do you want to move up and da da da? I'm like, yeah, but I got a question. He said, what's up? I said, how many managers on the floor right now? And he's like, I forgot what number he said. It was real low. He said, how many employees we got on the floor right now? And already, he starts smiling. He's like, and he says it. I'm like, that doesn't, you know what I mean? Like so I think that would be a challenging thing, or at least go into that knowing it may take a little longer to get into that AM position. And if you're looking to move up the ladder, I would probably try to get that AM position in the warehouse first and then go to the corporate side. I think that would be the better move, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. If we got anybody on here, that's because I have a nice amount of people from my building who follows me in here. If you think different, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. But I think that would be the best move because that's always the hardest ceiling to crack. PA to AM. It seems like that ceiling could sometimes be the most stubborn. You feel me? The most trickiest to crack. Some people, boom, they get that first hit. Some people, they don't ever crack that ceiling. And I think it is more easier to get in the FC than it is on the corporate side. That's just my opinion, though. But you're definitely going to have to be you're no longer a leader on the corporate side. You know what I mean? In PA, you leading. You're not a leader on the corporate. It's like you can't. It's way. But you still can though. You know what I mean? Because if you're a leader, you're a leader. So the way that you move and you're going to be helping other people, you're going to stand out. But low key, you're like in a building full of PAs. You know what I mean? Like my whole building is a building full of PAs and a few people who got hired on externally, you know? So, but if it was me, I would try to get that AM position in the warehouse. And if you just want to go on the corporate side, then try to go corporate. But if you just want to go corporate now, do your thing. You can do it. And I still think you can get an AM too. Like everybody's story is different. And it's all about you at the end of the day, you and your mindset and your beliefs. If I wanted to be an AM in the corporate side, I believe I can do it. I just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I think it would be challenging, but I know I can do it. But I'm good. But so that's just my little feedback. If you got any more questions, let me know. But worth it, honestly, that's more towards you. Are you just like tired of being in the warehouse? You want that corporate setting? It probably could be more worth it to you. But I think it's easier. You're already in a standout position. You know what I mean? Right now, you're a PA. You already stand out. You're the PA. There is no other PA. What you have? One more PA that's working. That's it. You already stand alone. When you go into the corporate side, you now go back into the flock. You know what I mean? And now you have to stand out. You may have to stand out in front of one other PA or whatever. If you go to the corporate side, you're going to have to stand out in front of a team. Your team alone is going to have what, 15, 20 people? So you got to stand out with them people. But then you have, especially if it's like the whole shift, however it works, it could be you now fit in. You have to stand out of 50 people again, or 75 people. You got to stand out in front of them. So right now, that's the thing to look out too. You're in a standout position. You are the PA. You are in a great position. You have a light on you. That light is not going to be on you like that on the corporate side. You know what I mean? So, those are just things I'm thinking of off the head right now. You feel me? That's a great point. I never really thought about that until right now. You are in a highlighted position. You feel me? Everything you do, they see. You shooting shots, you dunking, you seeing it. You getting all the credit. On the corporate side, especially like the arm of corporate that I'm in, it's not even such a team thing. It's real individual type stuff. So, you know what I mean? It's kind of harder to stand out too. But I don't know. I'm just freestyling, throwing that stuff out there. I hope that helps a little bit. Black Panther Gamer says, last night during my one-on-one, my manager said I've been doing great and asked if I'd move to manual sort, RC sort, which I started as a seasonal and might move back as a PA. Still thinking of it. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, fam. I love it. If you like it, I love it. I think it all depends. It all goes back to the individual. You know what I mean? What your ultimate goal is. If your ultimate goal is to move up, you know what I mean? Everybody is different. So if everybody's different, the steps are different for everybody, but that's dope. I think it's dope already that your manager's coming to you to ask you that and said you was doing great. So that shows that they're behind you. They endorse you. So that's dope. Good stuff, fam. If that's what you want, run with it. Do it. Capitalize off it. Maximize it. You feel me? Full throttle. Handle that. Jay Woody says, when you were delivery, how high were your packages? I've seen a video of drivers right now having like 400 packages almost every day. Facts. I think I've had that before. I ain't seen them videos in a minute, but I've talked about on a few of those videos. And yeah, but see, it's hard to tell sometimes too, because they'll be like, oh, it's just weird because sometimes I think they show your stops. I don't even remember how it goes, honestly, but I've had some very high numbers because I was there during peak. Yeah, man. Shout out to the drivers. That's challenging. That's challenging. They do have a lot of packages. I've had high ones. 400, I'm pretty sure I've had that. A lot of times when you get numbers like that, they usually have a person that will go help. But there were times I've had some crazy high numbers. I ain't getting no help. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So yeah, man, shout out to the delivery side. That does happen sometimes where you get them crazy outstanding numbers. Romney, what's good, my guy? The Fauci situation, he played Lil G. You know what I mean? He tried to when he mutated that V word. They put him on trial. He had a smirk on his face. The politicians got to go. But it said, well, the V destroyed the world in some ways. But you know what, fam? They knew that. That's why he was smiling, because they playing the game. They knew what that was gonna do, but they got it's a show. This is WWE on a world scale. On a world scale, they know what was in that. Want to know how I know? They have that. It's patented. They have a patent on it. You feel me? It's crazy. So yeah, the little smirk on his face. And what's so crazy? They made it law, right? They said telling people. And remember. No, I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah, they almost made it law where you had to let them stick that in your blood. Like, what in the world? And now look, the dude had a smirk and he's on trial. I didn't even follow that whole situation. They didn't promote it. You feel me? It's like they wanted to sweep that under the rug. But yeah, that's why I'm not putting nothing in my blood. You're not putting it in my body because I don't trust, you know what I mean? This system is untrustworthy. They've shown and proven themselves to be untrustworthy time and time again. This is another one right here. That's another situation where they've proven to be untrustworthy. But there's going to be people who always trust it because they all, that's all they know. And it sucks, you know what I mean? But the government says, hey, put this in your body. They're going to put it in their body, which is crazy to me. But yeah, he peach, I get. Yeah, man, he had a smirk on his face. They got to go. It's the system. You know what I mean? It's the system, though. And I don't think they're going to go nowhere. Yeah, and the world, but how many people's lives were affected by that? That's what sucks. Innocent people just doing it because they were told. And there were some people when you know what I mean? People lost their lives. It's crazy, man. It sucks. Jay Weezy says, I know how I always start the conspiracy. Nah, I think I started this time. But yeah, you usually do for sure. But I deployed back in 2008 and 2010 for a year. I stayed healthy and ate salads and MREs. It hurt eating fast food here in the States. My guy, for real, because the food is not. And here's the thing: sickness is a major business. Always follow the money. Always follow the money, fam. How much money is generated in the health industry? In the medical industry? How much money is generated? You remember during the shutdown, and doctors was coming out saying they got paid an extra 10, 15,000 each person they put on ventilators? That's wicked. That's wicked work. You know, that's diet. That's nasty work. No, that's wicked work. That's wicked. For the love of money, man. It's crazy. But yeah, this food is like, what do we do? What do we do, fam? What do we eat? Everything's polluted. You feel me? Like, what do we do? What do we do? Wait, Weezy, what do we do, fam? Where do we go? That's why I be saying prepare. People think I'll be playing. You feel me? Prepare mentally, physically, and most of all, spiritually. Because we're at a point you can't run, you can't what is it? The alternatives? What are the alternatives? All the alternatives is getting bought up by the corporation. They're getting rid of all the alternatives. You want to know something spooky? Do a search. And this started happening ever since. I mean, it's been happening for a long time. Even when the medical industry first got rolled out. Most people don't even know who rolled out the medical institution. Rockefeller. Look it up. Look it up. These same people who own these people are behind everything. But anyways, when they were rolling out the institution, there's a history of holistic doctors, even way back then, losing their lives. Look up today. Look up from 2010 to now. How many holistic doctors disappeared, lost their life. This stuff ain't a coincidence. Health, wait, hold on, not health. The medical industry is big business. Big business. That's why. Come on. They know why does nobody get healed for nothing? And everything causes us, everything requires us to be on something where we have to reoccur payments. Here's this pill you got to take forever. What? You now have a lifelong subscription to this pill right here. Not me, not I. You feel me? No, I don't receive that at all. You know what I mean? And it's sad because this whole country is almost on drugs. All right, let me calm down, because that's when they start messing with pages. You start talking on that stuff. But what do we eat, Weezy? You feel me? You was in the Marines. What you eating over there, fam? Hold on, let me go back to this. You stayed healthy, eating salads and MREs. Is that what we eat? What you eat now? What do we eat now? What do we do now? My ultimate goal was always land, because I thought land can equal some type of alternative, because you can grow your own food, you know what I mean? Have your own well. But guess what? Good old government, you feel me? Look how many laws are now passed on. They're just passing so many laws. You can't, they're hassling people who have chickens in certain areas. And if you have a stream or a creek, they're taxing you. It's just crazy stuff. It's crazy, man. It's like, what's the alternative? How can we eat healthy? What's the alternative? Jay Weezy, let us know, fam. What's the alternative, my dude? Cedric said, what up, it's your boy SB? What's good, said? What's good, said? Black people, Black Americans, we put a nickname on a nickname. You feel me? Put a nickname on somebody's short name. Somebody named Ted, call him T. What up, T? Said, what up, said? What's good with you, fam? Hope all is well with you. Eric says, PAC AFB is the worst department in my facility, with most associates going home or voicing dislikes for the department. That's a challenge. I understand why. I understand why. It's that department could be challenging for sure. For sure. It could be challenging. And those days when it's rough in that department, it's rough. You feel me? It's rough. It's rough. So I understand it. You know what I mean? It sucks though, because sometimes with employees, they have a bad day, they'll take it out on the AMs. You feel me? Their scorecards. What's their little things called? Their scores. Their whatever their scores are. The little questions that pop up. No, I hate my manager. And the manager didn't do nothing wrong. They just had a hard day, so they take it out on the manager. You know what I mean? That sucks. But yeah, man, that's a challenging department. It's a lot of moving pieces in that department. You know what I mean? From jams and slam, post slam. You feel me? It's a lot that can happen in that department. But I was a PA in that department, so that was at times it was very stressful. But I didn't really see it like that. I had an amazing team. And I think that's one thing that makes a difference when you have a good team surrounding you. But as an employee, you don't have a team. You're just working. You know what I mean? So it's like you're by yourself, sometimes. So I don't know. I get it, though. I understand it. Juan says, last question. To prepare for a corporate interview, besides STAR method and leadership principles, what did you use to prepare? You got to have, great attitude goes a long way. You know what I mean? Make sure your mindset is on point. Besides preparing, what did I use to prepare? Repetition. You feel me? I wrote my stories down. I read my stories and I put it in my phone and listened to my stories. You want to do that for sure. Because what happens, well, not a lot, but it's like you can feel that pressure. And it's like all of a sudden you forget something. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, snap. And you kind of just, even at that point, no matter what, you keep that smile on your face and you talk confidently. Even if you forgot, you better come up with something, but say it with confidence. You know what I mean? Confidence while you're speaking. You feel me? But the only thing I can say is preparation. Prepare. If you stumble at any point, you keep that smile on. You don't let it show. You don't let them know you dropped the ball. They don't know your story. So you might have tripped up something, you just act like you didn't, you keep going. You feel me? Oh, and here's something, here's the best, one of the best advice that I got too. This is from a hiring manager or somebody that was a hiring manager. They said, listen, they're looking for more ways to incline you than they are to decline you. That gave me a whole bunch of peace when they said that. I was like, whew, bet. So keep that in your mind too. You know what I mean? And no matter what happens, you just keep going. You know what I mean? But preparation though, Juan, preparation. I think that's the highest thing. Preparation. Repeat, reading them stories, all that. Eric says, so SB, Big Brother's always watching. Brother, more than we know. More than we know, fam. More than we know. Sometimes I just think I was about to say that. When you said Big Brother's watching, that was in my head, but I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. And what I was thinking though was the patents. There's patents on this. When you look up some of these patents that's out there, it's scary. Why do they got a patent on that? On mind reading technology? Why they got a patent on that? Yeah, man, it's spooky out here. It's crazy. Sometimes I think something, yes, that's happened for me too, my dude. Plenty of times. Plenty of times. But see, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel you, my dude. I feel you. Jay Weezy says, right now I'm trying to shape my diet towards grass-fed and organic meats and broccoli. I want to homestead and do all on my own, but the law definitely makes it tough. So many regulations to learn. Bruh. Like, why? Why do they have all these regulations? I thought this was the land of the brave and the home of the free. What happened? You feel me? I thought, what happened? What happened? I thought this was the land of the free. But yeah, it is. But you can't catch rainwater. Why? Why is it illegal to catch rainwater? You just can't. But it's the land of free. You know what I mean? It's the land of free, but you can't talk to dolphins. You know they got a law against that? Bruh, what if the little dolphin just wiggle up to me? You feel me? You feel me? He dance in front of me. I'm like, yo, you know it's illegal to try to talk to a dolphin? You know they got laws against that? I'm over it, man. I'm over this country. It's all I know, though. It's the only country I know. I appreciate it. But, bro, these laws and I'll keep to myself. But yeah, a lot of regulations and a whole lot more coming down the pipeline for sure. It's just, it don't make no sense. Jay Weezy said, oh, hold on. So many regulations. And here's one. Should I read this up? Yeah. No. You know, there's certain things like regulations, right? Nah, never mind. Let's just go to the next one. All right. Jay Weezy says, on the conspiracy note, I watched a popular hacker. Showed how AI still listens even though it says disconnected. Oh, yeah, I believe that for sure. I believe that. For sure, I believe that. That's why, you feel me? Like, hey, just don't be talking no illegal stuff. You know, don't be in no illegal business, you know? But yeah, I think so too, fam. A lot of these movies are real interesting. You feel me? Real interesting. A lot of these movies. What is that? Minority Report. There's a movie called The Island. My goodness. And oh man, that was pretty crazy. They cloned Tyrone. You feel me? Crazy. It's a lot of these movies that have similar things that they say go on. But you know, it's just a conspiracy, right? But anyways, I don't know, man. Today's a beautiful Thursday, though. I got this fan blowing on me. If it's becoming too loud, let me know so I can back that fan up. I'm about to say back that thing up. Pause. But yeah, man, life's good though. I appreciate life, man. God's good, man. Feel me? I'm alive. We alive. Yeah, we may not have the best food, but we got food. I think, how you were saying, how Jay Weezy was saying, try to shape our diet the best way we can. We can only do the best that we can with what we have. You know what I mean? And even with that, I try to stay away from absolutes. Only thing I'm absolute is about the Lord, you know. But when it comes to like, I'm not going to do like an absolute diet. I'm only eating this, this, and this. Even though, look at, let me show you. I know energy drinks are bad, right? Bruh. Bruh. We over here talking about don't drink, bruh. And I know they're bad. But there's like Dr. Sebi, right? Not even just him, but there's people who live like strict diets, you feel me, run miles, and they die in a car accident. You know, like I want to enjoy my life, but I want to have balance though. I think there is no balance, but to try to have some balance. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have me an energy drink every now and then, but I'm gonna drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have some stuff that I know is not good for me, you know. But that's me. If you cannot open the door to that, don't open the door. Because when you open the door to certain things, it's hard to let it go once you do. But you know, I'm gonna have me some energy drinks every now and then. But then again, there's gonna be times where I'm gonna try to fast as long as I can. You know what I mean? So Jay Weed says for the homestead stuff, one of the stupid things like what you can grow, where you can grow it, how much you can grow. So if you grow a lot of one food and sell the extra, it might be illegal. It's it's all coming down to where you're not gonna grow nothing. That's what it's gonna come down to. That's what the goal is. It's gonna come down. You ain't nobody growing nothing. Everybody gonna eat what we give them. And it's not just food. The same thing with information. Why do you think CD players, and DVD players, and CD players in cars? Was I not the? Was I the only one who was like, why is this getting taken? Why y'all taking these away? Who said that? Who requested that? Who requested? Hey, I don't want a CD player in my car. I want digital. Who said that? Nobody knew what a digital was. They just started doing this. Want to know why? Like, it's going to absolute. Oh man, I sound like the control of information. You know what I mean? You used to be able, I was an artist, right? So I would be able to be in a studio like this, right? Create something, put information on a CD. I would burn it and give it to somebody. They can put it in their car, play it, and receive that information. There was people who can create content. Before YouTube content, all this stuff was a thing, people made DVDs with content on it. People would put information, whatever information it was, whether it be, you know, people think, you know, such and what, let's say aliens, people think, you know, some information they think about that, or information they think about, whatever the case may be. There'd be people who will make videos, print it on DVDs, go give it to a person. They would get it, put it in their DVD player, receive information, and they can, you know, the person can judge the information. Do they receive that? Do they believe that? Whatever. But it was the option to do so. We're at a point, it's the control of information. You can't do that. You can't just like, it's going to be approved information. You can't, even with me uploading content. Guess what happens when I upload a video? It goes through checking. They have to approve the content. And if they deem it something that's not approved to whatever they think, according to their agenda, whatever they think, that content they can cut that and allow it not to go forward. You know what I mean? So it's a way bigger picture at play when it comes to what's going on. You know what I mean? It's the independence of everything when it comes to food, creating your own food, being self-sustained. When it comes to, it's just everything is going to where you got to be a part of the system. You know, whether it be for information, whether it be for food, whether it be for travel, you know what I mean? All that stuff. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I think because I was watching some videos, right? I like TikTok for the information that you can't really find other places, but they've changed that already too. They kind of knocked TikTok down. They said TikTok was a government threat or national threat. Why? Why? It was not because the Chinese people made it. They make everything over here. Oh, but that's a threat. The control of free information. That information. I got videos saved, y'all, of FBI people saying some way out stuff that if I played it, it'll probably get my channel taken down, because this dude, It was a lot of different things, but him, I say because he spoke on a lot of things that I question as well. This FBI chief of FBI, LA County, was he was going on a tour telling everybody this is wrong. This is not what they like, spilling the beans. And he magically lost his life. But he has all his videos got scrubbed from the internet. It was on TikTok though. Them things is gone now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, the control of information. But it's crazy, man. The dots are connecting. Hopefully other people start connecting. They won't. That's the thing that was frustrating me for a while, because like, yo, people, I got family members and friends and all that stuff, and most of them they see, but there's people you tell them, they look at you like you crazy. That's why I don't talk. You guys get like 10% of what's in my mind on this channel. As sad as that is, because I know there's a lot of people who, you know what I mean? It's not just different of all areas. I'm mostly work on here, work content, music, and that's very little of my thoughts. But it's a reason for that is because people, when their perception of what they think of something is challenged in a way that's uncomfortable, they rather not receive it. You feel me? Like, nah, because that's gonna cause me to be uncomfortable. That's gonna cause, you know what I mean? Nah, I'd rather not. You know, it's like low-key like the Matrix. Taking no, you got a choice. What pill you want to take? Low-key. That's why I love that movie, because that movie is speaking facts. And there's a lot of people who don't want that pill that's gonna give you the truth. To see things as it really is scary. It could be scary for people. You know what I mean? And they don't want that. There's some people who rather just believe the lie. You know what I mean? It's more comfort. It's more comfortable. But dots are connecting, but there's going to be a lot of people who still would rather believe just what the general narrative is, you know? Jay Wee said, I miss my car CD player. I have a stack of CDs I like to listen to from old time's sake. Right. And it's almost impossible to, you know what I mean? Like, why did that? Nobody questioned. Why did they do that? It's not like people were in an uproar. Hey, we want these out of our cars. Why did they do that? I know the exact reason why they did that. You know what I mean? Like, but it's all leading to something on a major scale. You know what I mean? But anyways, shout out to the water spiders in the building. Water spiders like, this is deep, bro. Yo, I thought we were talking about problem solving. This got deep. Oh man, that's funny, but you know, life's a trip, man. I might watch The Matrix tonight. Life is like The Matrix. Low key, there's some real points in that movie that when I watch it, I'm like, yo, this is deep, yo. This is deep. That movie is super dope. I might have, like, that's one thing I did want to do. I kind of wanted to make some vlogs breaking down some of those movies. Let me know if y'all think that would be dope. I more so kind of wanted to do that on my faith page, because I look at things in the view of the lens of like the word and of the Lord and stuff. So I see things like, yo, that's written right here. You feel like this stuff is coming to pass. So I don't know. But I did want to do some videos like that. I thought that'd be pretty dope. Because these movies, they be speaking loud. They be saying, it's like, yo, how does people not see this? Like, it's not just the movie. This is going on right now. Or this is headed here. I don't know. But what you say, the government has definitely, the little G has definitely made the people distracted from seeing who the real threat is. Man, I say the people need to unite and stand up. I don't think that's ever going to happen, fam. People think they have too much to lose. You know, I don't think that'll ever happen. Everybody has something to lose. That's the thing. Everybody has something. As long as somebody has something to lose, nobody's going to move. You know? Nobody's going to move. And they're always in the left side, the right side, they're always going to make it to where somebody has something to lose. Even if half of the people don't have something to lose, they'll make sure the other half does. So then everybody doesn't stand up. That's the way the game is. You know what I mean? That's the way it works. Because you're right. If everybody stood up, but everybody's not, that'll never happen. It sucks, you know what I mean? But that's not gonna happen. Oh, imagine, like, what would happen if that does happen though? Like, how do we start again? Who's gonna be in charge? It'll be survival of the fittest if that happened. You know? Let me see. My thing is, wait, did I miss one? Oh, here, no. My thing is the P's and the A. I try authorities. All right, my bad. Let me just read it. My thing is the police and the authorities to obey direct orders, even when the orders are unjust and sometimes illegal. Absolutely. I just seen something on that too. Man, what was that? It wasn't a documentary, but I think it was a piece of a documentary that I seen. I did see something on that where, yeah, man, yeah. But hey, everybody got a role in this thing called life. You know what I mean? People move or people view movies as entertainment. A lot of times they're a reflection of life. people what they say, people view music as entertainment as well. But it ain't. It can be, of course, it's a form, but no matter, here's something that movies are as well. It's not just entertainment, it's programming. That's why televisions are called what? Television programming. Television programs. You know what I mean? It's like music is a perfect example. You know, there's certain people I can look at them and I can tell who their favorite artist is. That's scary. How can I do that? Because they look like them. How crazy is that? But they're meditating on their music. You feel me? They're looking at the person to the point. I remember when Wiz Khalifa first started coming out, you can tell who listens to him. Nicki Minaj, when she was super popping, you can tell who listened, her super fans. They all start cutting their little bangs, looking just like her. When, you know what I mean? Cardi B was super the most popping. People copied her mannerisms, even though it's music, it, you know what I mean? If it causes somebody to change the way they live, the way they act, their mannerisms, they change their personality, that's crazy. We're supposed to have our own identities, but then you become a clone. People do, they become a clone of their programmer. Low key. You feel me? Like, it's crazy. How many people have lost their life because they was listening, rolling around listening to that drill music, put that gas in them? Listen, I could go all day when it comes to entertainment, and it's not just entertainment, especially for the younger people. When you're older, okay, we have more resistance, but I can't. I've fallen victim to that. There's been times, you feel me, in the gym, or you feel me, and something aggressive is playing in my ears, and you know what I mean. I may look at somebody a little crazy. You know, if they look at me a little crazy, I hold up, forgive me, Lord. Change the song. You feel me? Like, this music has an influence. You know, now imagine I'm a grown man that's aware of it. Now imagine a young man with, they're not aware, they're being influenced of that. You know what I mean? I've been there. I've been there as well. And I've said that story plenty of times. I'll never forget, even way back then. I remember me and the homies was rolling around at night. We was all having a good time. I was young, you feel me? So we was all smoking. We was having a good time, laughing and clowning, right? Tupac comes on. We don't even paying attention to the music. We just rolling around in the car, right? Ambitions is a writer come on. All of a sudden, we not even laughing no more. We ain't smiling. We looking out the window. we looking for somebody to hop out on. What happened? You feel me? Like, nobody did nothing to us. Nobody said nothing to us. Just that being played changed our whole mindset from joy and happiness to anger. You feel me? Violence, destruction. And nobody even, you know what I mean? Nobody even did nothing. It's crazy, fam. It's crazy. Got to be careful of the entertainment that we take in. At least be aware of it. You know what I mean? Man, tonight was like 80% other topics and 20% Amazon. I like that. That's what's up. We've been on all kind of topics tonight. Shout out to y'all. Where we at? We at 1 hour 40 minutes. We got 20 minutes left. What else we chopping up on tonight, y'all? What we talking about? Let me see what the likes at. If you guys haven't liked this video yet, be sure to like the video. If you haven't hit this, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We had 11 likes. So go ahead, y'all. If y'all haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. It's going to help the video. Scroll down, hit that like button for me. It'll help the video out. All right, my bad. Let's checking the stuff over here. What you say? Hurt people hurt more people. What do you think? What do you think about all the people keying up Tesla trucks? I think people are, what's the word? Robots, sheep. That's what I think. Like, think of like the masses are just being moved from this way to that way, to this way to that way. People say get angry at this, they get angry at this. People say, how come nobody was keying up Tesla trucks last year? Okay, maybe he didn't say whatever he said. What did he? I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but the way people just get triggered is sheep-like behavior. Like you're gonna go, you're saying keying up Tesla trucks, fam. That's damaging people's property. That's jail time. You finna go risk jail time for this character they got out here? I don't know, fam. What you think about it, Jay Weezy? What's your thoughts on it? I don't even know what's going on. I don't know why why are they mad at the guy? What did he do? I don't know. I'm not, come on, and you know me, I'm not for or against any of these characters, these WWE characters, but his situation, I don't know what happened. I remember going on TikTok and seeing people damaging Teslas. I'm like, what I missed? I was gone for like 2 days and now the world hates him. They were just praising this guy like a month ago. What I miss? I haven't looked into it, but I see the results. I see the sheep-like behavior. That's what I paid attention to. I just shake my head, but like, man, people is really sheep. To have your thoughts and your views is one thing, for sure. Be frustrated, but to cause you to go damage people's property, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. What do I think about the market going down? Don't have your hopes in the stock market. That's one thing I think for sure. You feel me? I think anything that can be shaken will be shaken. That's what I think. I think all of these, everything that could be shaken will be shaken. The stock market, everything, jobs, the workforce, the dollar, you feel me? The yen. I think everything is gonna be rocked pretty soon. So I'm not like a person who lives or gambles with the stock market, you know what I mean? So I really don't have, you know what I mean? It's not like I get stock for my promotions and stuff, but like I have some stock that's about to vest in the next few months, couple months actually. So it sucks because it's like snaps, right? When I'm getting ready to vest and cash out this stock, this happens. But I think if you're in somebody in my shoes where you're, a short, you have something that you plan on taking out, probably wait for a little while to see if that goes up. That's what I'm gonna do. But honestly, I would probably, if you know what you're doing, if people know what they're doing in the stock market, they know what they're doing. So they have their ideas already, but I'm not one who puts my trust in the stock market. I don't gamble in the stock market and nothing like that. So I would just say, you know what I mean, put your faith and security in something a little more stable. But to some people that is stable. So I don't know. I'm not like a stock market guy. So I think it's crazy, but I think it's bound to happen. Jay Weezy says, I don't understand their logic, but I know they say he's one of them because how he waved. Oh, that's what they're going crazy over? That happened like last month, though. Why are they so late? That happened a while ago. Even afterwards, they were like still praising the dude. But I didn't know that. But you want to know what's suspicious about that? I don't know. I don't want to say it though. But yeah, I didn't know that. But I think there are going to be a lot more people that they call that. Aren't they calling Kanye that? You know what I mean? Why is that buzzword going around right now? You got to be always pay attention to buzzwords when certain words start popping up when big media. Why, Kanye's playing into that agenda right now. Why? Why are they pushing that against him right now? I wouldn't be surprised. It's a bigger play, in my opinion. Now, if that's what they're calling them, then there's a bigger agenda at hand. And you know what I mean? And I'll leave it at that, but like I'm saying, I don't believe in either one of those sides. I don't pay attention to them. You know what I mean? I think all that stuff is a stage. They're fronts for the people who's really the one signing these bills. And listen, are we still sending millions and billions of dollars overseas? You feel me? As long as that's going on, you feel me? This is all the show. Ain't that funny? No matter who's in office, we still sending money and billions of trillions of dollars overseas. Ain't that funny? Left side, right side, and do you feel me? No matter who's been in office, they still sending money over there. That's not suspicious. I don't know, man. Jay Williams said his wave did look super awkward, but the protesters say it is confirmed that he is, and now have been keying trucks and painting the front of Tesla buildings. Why don't they do that to the real ones that are to the KKK people? How come they don't do that to them? They're still out here very strong. Nobody does nothing to them, but they want to do that to Elon. And I'm not saying he's okay for doing that. All of this stuff, listen, when you're on national television, you know what you're doing. Somebody on his caliber knows what he's doing. You feel me? This stuff is I think they're playing on people, and there's a reason behind it. I've always been careful of being moved with the sheep, even when it came to the BLM stuff and millions of trillions of people in the streets. I'm not just going out to the streets. You feel me? Like, what is that going to do? I'm going to go out here and walk around. That has done nothing ever. I'm not being moved with the sheep. You know what I mean? On either side. So I'm not just saying just because of the whatever they're calling him, even on, you know what I mean? There has to be a better way than going out. And that's what they want us to do. They want us to go out there, tear some stuff up so they can lock you up. Now you're a legal slave. Slavery was not done. Done away for Black Americans, but you're technically a slave if you go to jail. You can do slave labor in jail. Go look at the amendment. You tell me slavery is cool when you're in jail. And those jails are private private prisons. Why do we have private prisons? Come on. Like, there's things that don't make sense in this country that nobody questions. But anyways, we'll change that topic. So, you're right. These politicians and celebrities are like WWE superstars, fabricated stories. Absolutely, fam. That's my belief. And it's okay if somebody believes different. I'm a very mature person. Mature to where I can absolutely be okay if somebody believes something totally different. It's okay. I actually like to hear other people's thoughts on things. I love hearing that. Like, I'm a follower of the Lord, right? I love to hear people when they have another view of the world. They're this or they're that. Well, this is how I see it. All right, bet. Let's talk about it. I don't mind that. I like to hear, other people's outlooks. But my outlooks and on this political thing is absolutely that, for sure. Left wing, right wing, same bird. And this one bird. Okay, like, come on, that's a perfect picture. It's the same bird. The same people who wrote the law for Biden to sign are the same people who wrote the last presidents to sign. Those people are not going anywhere. It's the same people who's writing these laws. And then have you ever looked in the government how all these people have dual citizenship? They're not even fully, how you got dual citizenship and you run in the world and you run in our country. That don't even make sense. But people's heads are in the complete sand. They don't even look at that. Go look at the head of everything. And look at the main people calling the shots in Congress. All of them have dual citizenship. And it's all dual citizenship for the same place. I'm not going to even say the name. If you don't see a problem with that, you're tripping. You're supposed to be in the Congress for America. We don't need no dual citizenship people in there writing laws for America. It don't make sense to me. But the masses are worried about, but the masses are out here keying up Teslas. Oh, you feel me? The masses is out here weren't, I don't know, man. That's why I just work. You feel me? And try to live my purpose, man. M Bright, what's good with you, M Bright? Have y'all hit that like button? If y'all haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. All right. M Bright said it's a C word by the left. I hear you. I would like to insert something and say by both sides. Here's why. It's an illusion of control. It's an illusion of choice. See, here's the powerful thing of an illusion of choice, right? Like what you're doing right now, you're blaming it on that side. And guess what the other side's doing it? They're blaming it on that side. That side's blaming on this side. This side's blaming on that side. That's the illusion. That's the power of the illusion of choice. Each side is pointing at somebody. I'm waiting for the lag to show it. Each side is pointing at somebody. Nobody's pointing at the finger of the people behind the scenes. That's the power of the illusion of choice. You got this side pointing at that side pointing at this side, while the thieves are in the back and nobody's pointing at them. The one who's running the show. My bad. Let me read the comment. I haven't finished reading the whole thing. All right. It's a C word by the left to control the masses. Who fired? Hold on. Here's another thing. All right. So it's the left that's doing it, right? To control the masses. Why we got a pyramid on the back of our currency? And it's been there. Whether the left has been in office or whether the right has been in office. We got a pyramid, you feel me, on the back of our currency that says Novro Oro Secularos, New World, the secular New World. What in the world does that got to do with our currency? Both sides, left or right, has never put our currency back on the gold standard. Why is that? If it's just the left trying to control the masses, how come when the right's in office, they haven't put our currency back on the gold standard? Why is that? The illusion of choice, because you're going to keep pointing to somebody else except the real people. That's the issue. But all right, who fired people from the military because they would not get that J word? Okay, let's talk about that. Here's something. I'm not for Trump. I'm not against Trump. I'm not for Kamala and the blue. I'm not with no red or blue. All right. So I'm not being biased on any side. But you said who fired people from the military because they wouldn't take the jab? Who was the one in office who said, if you don't take that jab, I'll have the military come to that door and make you get it? You know who said that? Trump. You remember that? Of course not. Of course nobody remembers that. Trump, the T word, said that. Last time when he was in office, he said, if you don't get the shot, I'll have military come and force you with it. That sounds like a tyrant to me. He said that. But everybody forgot. His own mouth said that. But you see what I'm saying? But everybody's still pointing the fingers at, okay, these people fired them because they didn't want to take the jab. But the man that you're talking about that's now in the red said to Americans, not the military, the Americans, people, if you don't take this, I'll have the military come and put it in you. Did we forget that? Yes, people forgot that. I didn't. You know what I mean? I didn't forget that. But see, people love to forget things. And you say, however, people blindly allowed people to put that poison in their bodies. Right. Just like the T word person was, they blindly forget that he was about to force it in their bodies. You see what I'm saying? Both sides is playing the same play, fam. I see what you're saying. You're saying this side is the one because that side, you know what I mean? They forced them to do this. But while you're pointing the finger at them, I'm just showing you the side that you're on. The very T himself that's in office, he said it with his own mouth. If you don't take this shot, I'll put the military to force it in you. Both sides are pushing the same thing. But I still respect your opinion. Even if you stand on that where it's the left, hey, I respect your opinion. But I'm just saying, let's not forget, though. Let's not forget, because everybody has forgotten that he said that. That's a tyrant. How dare anybody say they're going to come put the military on domestic ground against its own people? How dare anybody say that? Who do you think? Who does that? Who? What? Who? Yeah, I'm about to start speaking Spanish. I've only got Spanish 1. Yeah, you feel me? Que habla who? Yeah, mi amo SB says que. Yeah. You feel me? You finna make me change my language. Oh, I would be clowning, but did you say that's false? Hold up. Hold on, Jay Weezy. I'm gonna get to yours. That's categorically false because no one was made to get it when he was in office. I have first knowledge. I was actually in the military. I'm not speaking on the military. What I said is true. I'm saying Trump said he said, if you guys don't get this vax, I'll have the military come and force it in you. Now, did he do that? No, he didn't do that. I'm just saying what he said. That's just what he said. Listen, you don't have to. I'm going to listen to what a person says. Through the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You ain't got to say nothing else. You feel me? Like your mouth is going to show your true colors. By a president thinking they're having the audacity to say something like that, the audacity to say that you're going to force something on the American people, that's a tyrant. You don't need to be in that position. All I'm saying is people forgot that he said that. He said that. That's not false. Now, what he said about the military, he never said that. I don't know, what you're saying about the military. I'm not saying that didn't happen. It probably did happen. You're right. I'm not against that. I'm just saying, don't forget though, because everybody's forgotten that he said he was going to force people to get that. What's the difference? What's the difference of them forcing the military to get it, the blue side, but then the red side said themselves that they were going to force everybody to get it? That sounds like the same thing being pushed to me. That's what I'm saying. All right. Jay Weezy says, I think a lot of these protesters are unfortunately low IQ. Okay, pause right there. I don't want to say that. We're dealing with a people who's, you know what I mean, who's they've even paid people though. It came out too that they were paying people to be out there. You know what I mean? People were being paid to be out there, fam. Some things was funded. Not everybody, of course, not everybody. So that's one of the things. A lot of that stuff was funded. First of all, who always followed the money? And they did. Who'd they say it was? You feel me? I don't know if I should say the name because you know the way YouTube be tripping on these pages. That stuff, a lot of that stuff was funded. But on top of that, here's another thing. They move on people's emotions and trauma, especially when you're like me. If you're a Black American, they know my people move off emotions and trauma. So they don't have low IQ. They're, they purposely were put in them emotions. What do you do when you see somebody that looks like you keep being shown on TV time and time again with a body bag over them? I remember living through that. I felt a certain type of way. I didn't let it move me to the streets, but even I felt a certain type of way. You know what I mean? This is about a people who got tired. Then that's the question. What does the people do when they're tired? And they feel like nothing's working. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to say the low IQ. We're not going to use that now. But we could, because there are very few, probably did go out there just to do some nonsense. And those are the ones that the camera placed on the camera, and that's what they pushed out to the public. See, this is what they want to do, when that's not the case. A lot of people were just fed up at that time. They're tired of seeing somebody that looked like them on the news being shot down and left on the TV all day playing reran. Why are you guys doing that? Y'all won't even show the suspect's face if it looks like this, a certain person. But if it looks like this over here, y'all leave it on the screen. Y'all leave a dead person on the street and you play it 100 times a day. Psychologically, what does that do? You know what I mean? So it's people that was just tired of it, and I don't think that's over with. I think like the propaganda is what they call it, right? They know When they push that type of propaganda, is going to move a certain type of people. You got to remember, this is a people that still have a past trauma from this country, from time and time again trauma. Not like something that happened just, oh yeah, that was 400 years ago. No, no, no. You know what I mean? You have Jim Crow, you have so many communities that were flooded. The Pentagon was on a community that was taken away. You know, what's that? Central Park was a community first that was taken away. Most of these lakes were over community that were flooded out. It's a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? History that's not, what's the word? Spoken of, you know what I mean? But anyways, all right. Well, let me finish. All right, so that's one of the things that the system plays off of, the trauma and pain of a people. They know if they promote that and push that, it's going to cause them to get in their emotions, you know what I mean, and to get angry. So you said they don't realize a lot of people, or realize a lot of the people process testing, they never do. Wait, they do never get anything done. They were dancing and shuffle in front of the building. Yeah, that's a small percentage, you feel me, of the ones that is going out there to be, you feel me, lawless. You feel me? Yes. Now, was there, and is, you know, were there people out there just to break some stuff and all that? I'm pretty sure it was. But the majority was a people that's tired of the nonsense. You know what I mean? And what do you feel? What do you do when you feel there's nothing else you can do? All right, you don't hear my voice. I'm going to destroy something. You know what I mean? So, but they put the camera on the few clowns and they promote that to the world. See, this is what they're about. No, that's not what that was about. That was a few clowns. You know what I mean? And they put the camera on the few clowns the same way that they always do. They always put the camera on the clowns. Rappers are the clowns. The few clowns of our community, they put the cameras on them, and they don't just put the cameras on, they promote them. So now everybody has that perception of them. Oh, you're like them, because that's all I see on TV is the clowns. The clowns talking about they'll shoot everybody that looks like them. They're gonna drink and smoke and, well, little terrorists. You know what I mean? That's all they do is put the cameras on the clowns and promote them. You know, so yeah, there were a few of those that were out there, but what you've seen was a result of a people that's tired of the nonsense, tired of being pushed around. Think about it. Come on, makes sense. In a school, if somebody's getting bullied time and time again, you're only going to push them so much before that they break. And what do you want them to do? Go, I'm going to sign a petition in this school that you don't bully me no more. That's not going to work. You know what? I'm going to destroy you. You know, that you know, like that one being bullied is going to snap. You know, and that's what you're seeing. That's what we saw. And it sucks because I think they're going to continue to play on that. You know what I mean? That's the sad part about it. And it sucks because what do they do? What do you know what I mean? What is the result? Or I mean, what's the answer? But yeah, it was a small few clowns that they put the camera on and promoted for sure. M Bright says that is categorically. Oh, we answered this one already. What's good, my guy? What's good, fam? He says, yo, we going through some BS here at the post office, bro, since the Trump trying to take over the post office. Yo, I don't know what's going on, my dude. That sounds crazy. It seems like every time I cut on the internet, he doing something. Listen, I'm not for him. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? You know what I mean? Maybe you can fill us in. What are you seeing? What are you going through, my dude? Fill us in, fam. What's going on at the post office? What is he doing? Is he trying to take it away or something, or cut the funds or something? I have no clue, my dude. I have not heard. I've seen it, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't tuned in. So I'm not sure what's going on. But it seems like every time I cut on social media, he's did something. You guys be sure to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. All right. said he's trying. That's crazy, man. I would say, man, try to start having a second, you know what I mean? Some options. I would try to start having some options open to, you know what I mean? Just in case you got to find something else. Cut 10,000 by next month. People voted for him. He only in office because people voted for him. You know what I mean? You want to know what's crazy? A lot of people voted for him. I didn't vote. Y'all, if you follow my page, you know I don't stand on left nor right. I didn't put my endorsement. I didn't endorse neither one. Because I knew whichever one was coming in, it was fenced to be crazy, this side or that side. It was fenced to be a lot of change. A lot of change is going to take place. It didn't matter who was in office because I know where we're going. But the crazy thing is the majority voted for everything that's taking place. All these changes that's taking place, the majority voted for it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It was on TikTok and there was a veteran, you know, and the dude was like almost crying because he lost his job. But he realized he was a DEI hire. He said, I didn't know that applies to me. Yes. You feel me? Like he voted thinking it was going to apply to, you feel me, the less fortunate. And it applied to him. He lost his own job because he didn't know, I guess veterans are a part of the DEI hire. Uh-oh. You know what I mean? That sucks. But it's just like, yo, people are really getting to take, like, it's crazy out here. Everything I'm seeing is just like, this is crazy. Every which way I look, it's crazy. But you want to know what the veteran said? He said, I would vote for him again. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, man. You feel me? Like, this is deep. But listen, man, that's why I just be saying, I didn't, hold on, let me see. You said that sucks since I voted. You said you, not funny. I don't mean to laugh, but you say that sucks since I voted for him. Bro, you voted for him and he might be the reason you lose your job. How crazy is that? That's deep, man. That's deep. I would be hot. Imagine voting for somebody and the very person you voted for puts you out of a job, a decent job at that. That's deep. Why you vote for him? I didn't vote for nobody because but if you don't mind, tell me why you voted for him. That's just something I would ask anybody. Some people who voted for Kamala. Why y'all vote for Kamala? That's you know what I mean? But why did you vote for him? I didn't vote for neither because neither, you know, this the theme that was going around was, oh, vote for the lesser of two evils. All this stuff that didn't make sense to me. Like, I'm not going to vote for any evil. If you feel me, if I don't 100% agree with the person, I'm not going to put my endorsement behind it. You know what I mean? So neither one of those those options, I was 100% behind them. And that's what's another thing. Come on, we have millions of humans in this country. Those were our two best people to go for. Yeah, I know there's the independent and all that, but I don't know. I'm talking about the biggest parties, left and the right, right? Those were our two best contendants. That don't look fishy to you? That wasn't, that's not fun. That's Harvard grads. You feel me? All these grads and all these different places. And this is what we get to choose from? Kamala and this guy? Bruh, come on. How blind? Bruh, really? I don't know. Maybe I'm not tripping, but maybe I'd be tripping. I don't know. But that was enough to be like, yeah, I'm withholding. I'm straight, But Lucy, what's that? My dude, let me know, 5.0 fam. Let me know if you don't mind. I know some people take that, you know what I mean? They be real like secretive with their votes. I don't know why they do, but why did you vote for him? I would like to know. Jay Woody says, honestly, I try to log off and stop flooding my head with politics. Please, fam, please. I think that would be best, bro. I think that would be best. I try to shape my feed with Christian videos and even be careful with that. Because you know that dude, you told me, you said he battled against that one dude. I said, I don't know about that guy. That guy had some iffy stuff come up. You know what I mean? Listen, I was going to do a video about this on my faith page, right? The way people are so strict on their diets to guard their health and people be strict on what they take in on content wise How much more strict? You know how strict I am on my faith diet? I don't feed myself. I got like 3 people I listen to when it comes to the word. That's it. And it's 1,000 people out here giving their interpretation of the word. I got like 3 people. Because when I'm being fed spiritually, that diet is strict. Strict. I'm on a strict diet. You feel me? Because it's a lot of 90% truth with 95%, 97% truth with 3% poison could do some damage. You know what I mean? So you be careful, but it's, you know what I mean? Be careful even what you taking on that side, because that's where a lot of deception is going to come in these times too. Facts, you know, so be careful with that as well. But that's good though. That's good. You want to feed that. But even in that, I still would tell you to have the same precaution that you have towards everything else, even in your Christian feed. You got to be careful the same way. It's the institution. These, and I'm sad to say that, you, and I don't want to go down there right now, but you have to be careful with that as well. You know what I mean? Watch whoever you're going to watch, I guess. Balance it out with the word. Read audio Bible. You feel me? Read yours. You know what I mean? So you know what it says. So if they say something that's fishy, you'd be like, I can't rock with you no more. Because that's a diet. You can't compromise that diet, your faith diet. But all right, he says, but even then, I see a lot of Protestants and Catholics being petty, arguing who's better. I feel you. I don't vote at all. I learned how two-faced all politicians are. They do whatever is popular to get the vote. That's deep. Then I realized they would never be at the front line, and I deployed twice for them. You somebody who stood on the front lines. Facts. Ain't it crazy? Has any of these presidents ever sent their children to war? I don't know. I'm not saying I know. I'm not, but have they? Or do they just sit in their comfortable homes while they send Jay Weezy out there? While they send, who else was in? Was that M. Bright? I think M. Bright was, while they send M. Bright. Is that, you feel me? Yeah, that's deep. And then some of those conflicts actually turned out to be nonsense. Oh, we found out there was no mass weapons of destruction over there. Sorry. Wicked, fam. It's cold game. Cold game. But see, people don't want to talk about that. How Andre 3000 said, they just want to dance. What do you say? They not trying to hear me. They just want to dance. That's a cold line. I heard that. I said, yo. He said that on a pop song. He said that on Hey Y'all. He says, man, they don't want to hear me. They just want to dance. That's such a potent line, because that's most people. They don't want to hear the truth. They just want to dance. They just want to be entertained. They just want to live. You know, it's deep. 5.0 says, I thought prices were going to go down since he was saying all prices will go down. But I guess not. Since he already signed the tariffs, now it's going to get worse. He lied to us. Did he though? I guess because I was more so looking at the whole character of him, not just the lies he was selling. When you just look at this character, it's like, I don't know if I would trust you as my president. You know what I mean? And then he lied, is what you're saying. I don't know. I don't follow the guy, you know, but, or any of them, not just him. I'm not for or against any of these people. I'm just not against I'm not for the system in itself. But yeah, it sucks, you know what I mean? Because the majority of people voted for him. So it's like, man, you gotta eat what you ordered, you know. It sucks. Because we all gotta eat it, you know. Jay Weedy says, I have discernment. I take the truth from what I read in the word. I got cussed out today by a famous Catholic apologist. He was talking about the Bible and started calling the kids slurs. Bruh. When I see anything masked in religion, whether it be Christian, Catholic, anything, I'm looking at that more critical than I look at anything else. Facts. Facts, my guy. Most people put their guard down when they see Oh, all right, it's Christian. They see the title Christian and put their guard down. I see the title and I put it up higher. Oh, hold up. I really got my guard up because so many use it to mask their agenda. Don't believe me? Look at the people who conquered and you feel me, who colonized. They masked their agenda with religion, causing people to put their guards down. It's a cold game. You know what I mean? It's a cold game. So he was talking about the Bible and started calling kids slurs. Yeah, that's wicked, man. But you'll be surprised. People like to mask behind religion, the institutions, these religious institutions. Oh, do they love to hide in those religious institutions, fam? That's a fact. Facts. What's hidden behind some of them? Ooh, wee. No, sir. But yeah, I'm not surprised. You're surprised? I mean, I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? You know, that's deep. But I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised. All right. 5.0 says, but at the post office, the supervisors were saying they're going to cut 10,000 clerk workers, not carriers. So I saved myself. But ain't that like, dang, how do you feel that your vote is going to put somebody else out of a job, though? Look at me. I'm making it sound worse, huh? I'm like, nah, get over here. You're going to feel guilty. So you still have your job, but how do you feel that your vote is going to put your best friend out of a job? I'm just, you know what I mean? How does that feel? That's a real, like, how, like, does you know what I mean? I would feel some type of way. You know, like, especially if you were like loud on the job of who you voted for, like, how, you know what I mean? Or no? I'm just thinking for me, I always like to look at things personally. I would feel bad. Man, that's deep. What a time in this country, man. What a time. Do you feel bad, 5-0, that your vote, you know what I mean? You was kind of behind that? Let me know. Disclaimer for everybody if anybody just hopped in, I don't stand on either side. I just love hearing people's opinions and their mindsets and thoughts. But yeah, 10,000 clerk workers. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of families represented right there, you know? That sucks, man. That's a lot of families. Kids going to be affected. Daughters going to be affected. Sons going to be affected. Elderly people taking care of the grandma is going to be affected. That's deep. Messi, what up, Messi? Good to see you. Good to see you in the building. What up? Did you get a raise yet? I found out I am getting a raise, but it hasn't kicked in, and I don't know how much it is yet. But I'm definitely going to do a video on it. You feel me? Once I find out the exact, all the exacts on that for sure. For sure, I got to inspire, my people. Give y'all some good news. Because when we first hopped on, somebody hopped in. I got an interview. Somebody else hopped in. I'm going to med school now. Somebody hopped in. I got my raise. I'm like, man, let's go. I was pumped up in the first 2 minutes of the live. You feel me? So I'll definitely let you guys know once it finalizes and all that good stuff. But shout out to you, Messi. Good seeing you in that building. 5.0 says, I'm about to be career finally since I've been carrier. Sorry. No, I think that's what you meant. Oh no, career finally since I've been a carrier almost 2 years. I'm finally going to have my own route and get all of my benefits. That's what's up, fam. That's what's up. Congrats on that, my dude. Hard work, getting it in, taking care of business. Good stuff. Congrats, fam. Congrats. Good stuff. Messi says, is Amazon still financially worth it since the cost of living raised? I think so. I think so, because most people don't even start off with Amazon. Like, yeah, it does suck. Something, but the workload. It could suck if you have a bad workload, right? For sure. Imagine the people who always think about this and try to imagine those people that's not at Amazon, that their entry pay is not even what Amazon starts off with. I think it sucks more so for them. I still think Amazon's worth it because, like I'm saying, the pay is not bad, And then one of the things that I always like to take advantage is that overtime. It sucks because who wants to work overtime all the time? But the thing that I like about it is it's a lot of times it's available for most, you know? So I personally think it's worth it, but I think it, you feel me? Like, I'd be like, is it time to look for something better? But even then, let's say you go and you jump into another field. Okay, you get a couple dollars more, right? But then you don't have no overtime. How does that then play out? You know, like I always look at Amazon on the in a full scope. That's not like the pay, but the convenience. This is a convenience that at Amazon, one of the biggest convenience that I love. You can wake up. The day you work, you can wake up, yawn. Mine be longer than I be getting some bomb strips like, you feel me? And then be like, yeah, I'm not going into work today. What job can you do that? You feel me? It's a lot of conveniences that we have. And I think as a whole, I still think it's worth it, even in this cost of living. But it sucks though, because yes, our dollar is shrinking by the day for sure. You know what I mean? I'm aware of that. But like I said, if you jump ship, you go somewhere else, it's a lot of conveniences that's going to be gone, which is okay if you still if that pay, the difference of pay makes up for it, then that's okay. But yeah, overall, I still think it's worth it, especially entry level. If we're just talking entry level, yeah, I think so, because most entry level is not on that level. But that's just my opinion. What do you think, Messi? You still think it's worth it? Let me know. I think so. Jay Woody said it's scary because he has 301 followers on his main page who defend him like he's the truth. He's got millions of views and constantly cusses out people. I just fear how many people he's deceiving. I'm not surprised though. You know what the word says, fam? It says broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many are the people that go through it. Many. It says narrow is the way. Few who find it. Many, few, broad, narrow. You just described, like many people, and I'm not surprised. They said this was going to happen. He said it was going to happen. He says how many times he says, do not be deceived? Plenty of times. He says it a lot. So I'm not surprised, but it could be shocking, not shocking. It's just, it could be sobering, like snaps. Just you know me, like we're really seeing this. You know what I mean? Like, there's really people out here deceived. You know what I mean? So I guess I would use that. To me, it could be it can be sobering at times for sure. But here's the thing too. Why do people follow him? That's what you got to question. Why do so many people follow him? They probably got that same heart. They probably cussing out people as well. They probably racist as well. Racism that racism loves to hide behind religious institution. It's been there since the beginning of America. You feel me? That hides behind there for sure, for sure. Why do you know what I mean? So that's the question. Why do so many people follow a person like that? Because they agree with it. What does the word say? They're gonna go to people. They have itching ears. They're gonna go. They want that itching ear. People are gonna go to what they agree to. Like, let's say if you have somebody who stands on this over here, then you have somebody who stands on that. Let's say, we won't say that. We'll say somebody who stands on the complete truth. Everything that's written, they stand on that alone. And then somebody over here stands on this. And let's say they're dealing with lying, right? They have a problem with lying. There's a habitual liar. Who do you think they're gonna go to? If they want, they want to convince themselves that this man, but I mean, I'm just made like this. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's just a white lie. Are they going to go to the one who tells them No, that's not right. And yes, it may be a battle, but keep fighting against it. Even though you lose some battles, keep fighting. Or they're going to go against the person that says, "No, you're right. You're right. You're just like that." They're going to go to that person. You know what I mean? And that's how the majority of people are. I always watch the leaders. I love looking at everything. You look at the leaders, and to me, I'm going to look at the followers as well. You know what I mean? Why y'all? Not only do I question him, why is this dude wild? And like you say, 300,000 followers. But then I'm going to question. Wait a second. Why are you guys following this person? There must be some type of connection there. You know what I mean? One of these days we should have more talk about your faith. I am curious what your stance is and your views about other denominations. I'm also curious who your go-to for the word is. That even on my faith page, nobody knows that. You know what I mean? Like, but like I said, I got a very strict diet. Very strict, very strict diet. Because I think that's the most important thing. You feel me? If you're a person of faith, that's the most important thing, what you taking in. It could affect your eternity. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna play with that. That's one thing that's not getting played with, you know. But how many people play with that? They don't even know what the book says, you know. But yeah, that would be dope. That's what I plan to expand on this page. I do want to go in. I still got the video. It's gonna be called Preparing Spiritually. I've been saying that this whole time. I've said that how many times, that playlist I'm supposed to start, but I haven't started because I haven't been consistently active on this page. I have to do that when I'm consistently active, because if I don't, those videos, anything I don't do that's not Amazon, when I'm not consistently active, it'll get buried. If I do it when I'm consistently active, then they'll push it out more. You know what I mean? But no excuse. I got to do that. But yeah, that'll be dope to do over here. And on the other page too, but especially over here, for sure. That would be dope. 50 says, honestly, I do feel bad. I thought he was going to make America great again. Man. I mean, that's dope. At least you have a heart. You feel me? At least you have a heart and you feel. There's a lot of people that still be like, well, some people don't feel. It's crazy. I'm not surprised. It's life, you know what I mean? But that's good. At least you have a heart, you know what I mean? So that's what's up, man. I'm glad to hear that. I respect that 5.0. I respect that. Messi says, I'm starting to feel like it's not, but where will all the workers go from Amazon? Oh, okay. So Messi's starting to feel like Amazon's not worth it. Wait, hold on, let me scroll up. Not worth it with the cost of living rise. Okay, you sparked my interest, Mercy. All right. So she says she's starting to think that it's not. But where will all the workers go from Amazon with no transferable skills? Amazing point, Messi. Right. That's why I think it kind of is, because exactly. I think that's a great point. What skills do you really gain as a water spider, as a stower, as a packer that are transferable? Not really any. You know what I mean? Unless you're like a PA, because then you're a lead, your engagement skills and all that stuff. But I think you're absolutely right when it comes to going somewhere else. So if you think that Amazon is really not worth it anymore due to the cost of living rise, I understand that. But then the question is, where do they go with no transferable skills? That's a great point that you made. Where do they go then, since if it's not worth it anymore? I think that's what kind of does make it worth it, because most jobs, to get to that increase of pay, that level of pay, you need some sort of skill. And Amazon, you don't. You know what I mean? So I think you just kind of explained another reason why I think it is still worth it. But what do you think on that? Because that's a great point right there. Great point. If they have no transferable skills, they have to start at the very bottom anywhere they go. And that's a place that requires no skill. You know what I mean? Or entry, you know what I mean? So that's a good point you make. Let me know. 5.0 says, I was with Rob for 5 years. Shout out to Rob. Where did he go? Have you talked to him? My dude closed up. He closed up shop and disappeared. Have you talked to Rob, my dude? He says, I was with Rob for 5 years until his company shut down. I don't miss it at all since those logistics can shut down anytime. Right. That was crazy. I didn't know they could shut down like that. That was quick. That's why I would never go back to Amazon delivery. Yeah, that was quick, fam. You absolutely right. But you know what? I think anything can shut down that quick. Like you said, your company is they're cutting 10,000, shutting down 10,000 people's jobs in 30 days. That's quick. You know what I mean? And I think that's the reality that most people don't realize we live in. All these jobs will let us go quick. They're cutting government jobs like that. Will they not do that for any other job? I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I didn't really think into it. I don't know any numbers on that, but I think we're seeing the reality of how any position can go in a month. But I definitely feel you because we worked, for those of you that's tuned in, we worked in the same delivery company, and that month shut down. We went to work, and one day we got a notice like, hey, I don't even think it was a month though. We had like 2 weeks or something crazy like that. Like, oh yeah, closing up shop in 2 weeks. Bruh, what? So yeah, I feel you on that. That was wild. But have you talked to Rob? I wonder how that dude's doing, man. Jay Wee says there is new religion out. Oh gosh. And you said the I word, united in Christ. I would not be involved with that. Absolute. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me finish reading. Sorry. All right. Sorry. Let me finish reading the whole thing. All right. Starting in 2003, who were telling the world Jesus was black and that white people are going to hell or will be slaves in heaven. Well, here's, okay. See, have you ever read the book of, do you know where they're getting that from? And this is, I would read it right now, honestly, but I'm not. But hit me up. Hit me on Instagram. Yeah. There's a very interesting book in the Bible that nobody seems to read. Literally nobody. You feel me? It's the book of Joel. It's a small book, but man, does it say a lot. And it says a lot that I've never really heard in churches. I'll send you a chapter to read. And I think their whole belief, I mean, I'm not, you know what I mean? When it comes to who Jesus's lineage, I definitely don't believe it's who the pictures we have. No, I don't believe that. I know it's false because that's an actual person. Here, let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find this picture. How you spell that? Caesar Borgio? Borg. There you go. Let me show you who this is. This is a real person. So the person that people have claimed to be Jesus, right? I'm pretty sure we've seen this picture. It's actually a person, a real person that lived, and it wasn't Jesus. It was a gay person. How crazy is that? That they would use that person. No, and hey, whatever your lifestyle is, you choose to live that lifestyle. But to make that the face of who the savior, they say that who the savior of the world is. This is a real person. Here, I'm gonna show you a little thing. His name is Caesar. I don't know how to say the name. Caesar Borgio or something like that. But I'm gonna show you. This is a real person. We've all seen this picture before. Share screen. When you start looking into, and this is, hold on, let me not get you on myself. This picture, we all know this picture. This is a real person. This is a real person. And his name was not Jesus. This person's name was Caesar Borgio. I don't know how to pronounce that. Caesar Borgia, don't know. That's who that person is. This person's picture was on all type of cathedrals and churches, and you go look at what lifestyle he lived. Completely opposite of the Lord. It wasn't by accident. But anyways, so hold on, let me pull this back up. All right. So with that, these people that you're talking about, no clue who they are. I don't know who they are. But when you look in, be besides them, when you look in, I'm not on them. I'm besides it. Matter of fact, let's take this off. But here's something. Here's something, right? I remember when I first started reading the Bible. You want to know something? One of the first questions I felt inside of me, huh? Who are these people? Who are these people? The Philistines and these Perpins and Esau and all this, all the lineage, all the bloodlines in the Bible. It seems like one of the questions I said, where are these people today? Because it's it's speaking a lot on this in here. Maybe we should figure out who these people are. But everything has been changed. I mean, that's one of the biggest things when it comes to these religious institutions. They've changed so much of the lineage of who's who in that word. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So that's a whole nother. Come on now. If there's a conspiracy in of all these other places, you don't think it's in the institutions of one of the only thing that could stop darkness is light. We don't think that has been. You feel me? There's some shenanigans going on over there. Oh, it has for sure. So with that group, I don't know about them. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about them. But what's why'd you bring them up? I don't know why you brought them up. I'm not sure why you brought them up, but there was even I don't really want to go into it, but those people that have those type of views on certain things that you said, you feel me? When you kind of look in history, it'd be like, huh, maybe we're not being told the full truth here. Not in the word is true, but what they're projecting, you know. But what you say as your faith stuff, we can chop it up on the faith page. Less worry about all the sketchy business. Now I'm gonna expand that over here as well. But like I said, once I get the page rolling again, then for sure I would you know what I mean? I would talk about that. I think people would like to know that over here. And I'm sure I got people over here who have different beliefs, which is dope. Like I wouldn't mind asking them why, you know what I mean? Like, yo, they may want to, hey, SB, I never thought you believed that. Why do you believe that? And I would be happy to explain it. You know what I mean? If they don't agree, like, dope, what you believe. And then, you know what I mean? Like, I'm that type of person. I like to, we can talk and engage, even though we all don't have the same beliefs. But is that a reality? No. There are some people that yo, my beliefs are there, you know, they can't deal with even like politics, right? There's somebody, if you don't believe in my politics that I believe in, they will X you out of their life. You feel me? So I don't know, but we have some pretty mature followers and supporters on this channel. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure people can be respectful to everyone on their views. Messi says, yes, it makes sense not to jump ship, but it seems like one day we will all be let go. So should we be ahead of that or behind? Man, my opinion, I think is best to be ahead of that for sure. But I don't think that being ahead is leaving. I'm not. The way that I see getting ahead for myself is trying to set up some type of streams of income, which seems to get harder because all these regulations. It seems, you know what I mean, and even content creation. People are like, oh yeah, a content creator, you run your own business. No, you don't. Like they still run, even content creators, they'll hit a switch and your page, you feel me? Like you're not even generating the same revenue no more. So everything is controlled. So it's kind of hard. But I think the best thing is to try to utilize Amazon, leverage the overtime, first of all, to get yourself in position. What I mean is in position. Bills paid, debt paid, okay, now I'm in position. I can take a risk. And I think But what do you take a risk on in these days? The risk is even higher now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's different for everybody. I wouldn't want somebody to risk on trying to start something if they've never done that before. I love starting stuff. I'm spending money. I'm working overtime to spend money as we speak. I mean, not working right now. I'm work day shift. This is nighttime. So I do not do content on the clock. But what I mean is I'm working overtime right now to use that money. Let me change that. I'm working overtime. How do I say this? Okay, here you go. I'm trying to stack up on overtime hours so I can use that money to risk it, to put it somewhere else. You know what I mean? But I love doing that because I'm used to doing that. I wouldn't encourage somebody else to do that who's never done that. So everybody's different. Let's just say if it's just job wise, I would encourage people to start looking for other occupations in other industries to get their feet wet. You know what I mean? Just in case. That's what I would kind of do. Is your resume ready? You feel me, to apply for another job? Most people don't even have they're not even resume ready. So at least you can start there. The basics. Start at the basics. Hold off on the resume. Are your bills paid? Is your debt straight? That's the basis. Do that first before you trying to hop. If you got debt, you don't need to go nowhere. Stay with Amazon, work the overtime, pay off the debt. Amazon's a great job to do that. Don't nobody need to be jumping ship if you in debt, because the last thing you want to do is jump ship, slip. You go to a job that gets cut. Now you got all your debt and no job. Base number one, get surface level, get out the negative. You know what I mean? Then after that, the basics. Do we have a resume? Let's get a resume ready. Once we get the resume, let's fish. All right. What is in my market of where I'm at? I'm in Arizona. We have a weird job market out here. It's not Cali. You know what I mean? I'm not sure where you're from, Messi. I don't know what your job market's like. But what's your job market looking like? What's paying out there? What's something you're interested in? Fish. Throw your resume out there. Shoot, throw it over here, throw it over there. See if somebody bites. I would do that at this point. Me, I'm not doing that because I don't feel the need. I think I got a year, 2 years, hopefully. I say a year, hopefully, 2 years, hopefully, before we get rocked. And that's just my opinion. I'm not a representative of the company. I have no inside information, none of that. But I think everybody's going to get rocked in this transition that we're in. But I'm not really fishing at this point because I think, and it's like, man, you should always have options, but I don't at this time. Right now, I'm focused on Amazon, working this overtime, trying to get other stuff in my own. But I think it's even time for me to start fishing for something else, just in case, because we're in critical times right now where anything can happen. You're right. Anything. What you say? Everybody, jump ship, but it seems like one day we can all be let go. I feel the same. So maybe I need to take that advice too and start fishing as well. But I think that's at least a start. If you or anybody listening, if you in debt, no, it ain't time for you to do nothing but pay off that debt first. Work the overtime, pay off the debt. And then get that resume, fish. I do think it's fishing time. Like me, here's something I was thinking about. I don't want to say one of the industries just because I just don't want to say it. It's not bad or nothing. I just don't I don't like putting all myself out there. But construction, it's like, I would look there just because they've always had a pretty high hourly, that type of thing. I'm a real physical guy for sure. I'm down with that. And then there's a few other areas, but I don't know. That's just my take on it. But I think, should we be ahead? I think we should be ahead for sure. So at least those 3 steps we should be at. Get rid of the debt right now. Working on getting rid of the debt. I think that should be everybody's thing right now. We got to get out this debt. If you in debt, got to get out of it. That's the first step. Right now, that's immediate right now. Let's get out of debt. If you out that debt, the next step, get that resume. Get your bait ready. That's the bait to go fishing. Get your resume. That's the bait. Get that ready. And once you got your bait, go ahead and fish. You know what I mean? I think that's the points where we should be at right now. Stage 1, get rid of the debt. After that, fix your bait. After the bait, let's fish. I think that's what in the next 6 months to a year, We need to be heavy fishing. We need to we need to be reeling in, checking the fish. Like, is this a good job? Should I be, you know, look at how they handled the pandemic. Did they close down during that? Have they had layoffs yet? What they say the percentage is like if companies had a layoff, it's 80%, 85% chance they're gonna have another one. All that stuff. Look into that. I think that should be in like 6 months. I think we need to be fishing for sure at that point. Jay Weezy said, I've seen some photos and they argue that as well. We agree he wasn't white, but Middle East. But hold on. You were in the military. Well, you don't know back then. The Middle East is a new term. It was no Middle East. Middle East was World War I. It was never called Middle East. You want to know what it's called? Northeast Africa. It was never called. Guess where Egypt is? Egypt is in Africa. Egyptians are Africans. It's funny. I have an Egyptian friend. And I remember the first time we met, right? He was like, oh, yeah, I'm Egyptian. And I'm stupid. I mess with people. So he's like, I'm Egyptian. I said, oh, snaps. You're African. His whole face changed. He's like, no. I said, you're African. I was like, you're African. He's like, oh, well, I guess so. Yeah. I'll just be messing with people. But Egypt is in Africa, my guy. You feel me? But anyways, the term Middle East is a new term. It was never a Middle East back then. Where's the Middle West? You feel me? When you look into that area, the history of that area, oh man, it gets real interesting, fam. It gets real interesting. Stuff that I wouldn't talk about public. I wouldn't talk about it public because it's like, ooh, everything is not to be talked about public. Sometimes, look, God is so dope, right? He reveals stuff to people. It's not a lot of things is not for everybody. You know what I mean? So, okay, let me finish the comment. But just to point that out, Middle East is a new term. It was Northeast Africa before it was the Middle East. But all right. But they use revelations, white like wool, feet like fine brass, fine burners. That's their focus. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is what people tend to forget, and most people don't know this. Here's the thing. I kind of don't even want to say this. Should I say this? Yes, because it's true. But it's the truth that if people was like, wait, that's nah, I'm not gonna say it. But let's say it. Here's the thing, though. Look at Jay Weezy. Did you know the people over there, right? And people over there, let's just say people over there in Israel, right? You know, they went to Africa. You can look it up. Called the Igbo tribe. They look like me. That people of Israel went over there because they were practicing or they were living the traditions of the word, the Old Testament. And they said, who taught y'all that? So they went over there, right? They did DNA tests and all that. I don't trust the DNA test, but they did it. And it was like, oh, snaps. You guys are connected. You guys are this by blood. Uh-oh. And that's not people saying that. The people in Israel said that, fam. What do you? But here's the thing too, right? What if he was? You know how many people will be? People don't like that, but that exposes their heart. That exposes their heart, fam. When you look in the word, it says Jesus was not fairly looked upon. He wasn't even a fair. You know what I mean? If you seen him, he came in complete humbleness, not just born in the major. Everything was humble about him, even his looks. Who's the most people look down upon? Never mind. So, anyways, but bloodline, the people in Israel stated some facts about certain tribes. You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting, my dude. Pretty interesting. Jay Weedy says, we got here from me logging of politics, but they are going black and brown communities to recruit black, Mexican, and Indian people. The thing is, their base is using racism to get flowers. Okay. Are the people over? Listen, here's a cold truth. They're operating just like the people who's in that area. What did the people over there say? We're the chosen people. They're only saying what those people are over. Why is it racism when they say it? I'm just saying. They're over there saying we are God's favorite. Why is it racist when they say it? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. My beliefs on it, I think it's in, I think listen, history, and you know what I mean? It's when you start to turn leaves and stones over, it gets pretty, it gets, you know what I mean? It gets like, this is interesting. But using racism, I don't follow them, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't follow them. But hold on, let's go back to this. Yeah. Feel me? Mhm. They are currently in Africa to preach their views. They got chased in Kenya with rocks. Yeah, that's deep. I don't. So I don't. You know what I mean? I don't know those guys. I don't know them. But when you look in, when you look into certain things, who owns these? I don't know, fam. I don't know that group. I don't know. I'm not associated with them, or I don't know them or nothing like that. But I don't know. That's deep. You've seen my whole hold on. You've seen my whole faith page. Want to know what's interesting? I think it's interesting though. Here's one thing I do find interesting with those groups, because it's not just them, it's a lot of groups who have those certain type of beliefs, right? I think it's interesting how so many point the finger and they start calling them hate speech and racist, when the people that's over in that land, they're just saying the same thing as them. But when they say it, they call it hate speech. And the only thing that's different is the color of their skin. That's what I think is interesting. I'm like, that's interesting. You know what I mean? I look at that. But you've seen my faith page. I keep it biblical. You know what I mean? It's just like, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's yeah. But I seen you post something else, so we'll go to the next one. 5.0, so 5.0 says, I talked with him last year. He's enjoying his retirement. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I didn't know him too well, you know what I mean? But the little engagement that I've had with him, he seemed super cool. So that's dope to hear that he's doing good. That's real good. That's what's up. Messi says, definitely have to work on what you can control. Would you be a full-time content creator or own your own business? I don't believe in full-time content creation, because you don't control. But even with your own business, you don't control the outcome. But I think you have more so control than, like, look, you can log into your account and your account be shut down. You feel me? Because new restrictions that pass. Your stuff got flagged. Somebody hacked your page. Well, not only going to hack, but these algorithms, like the page dropped for YouTubers. It was sometime last year. It dropped pretty dramatically. You know what I mean? It was like, bruh. Because here's the thing. I think it's going to continue to drop, because I have a thought on everything, and I don't like going into my thoughts for everything, but I wouldn't want to be a full-time content creator. Let's say if I was, here's what I would do. It's already what I've done. I would do that. I would create a brand. What I'm wearing on my head is mine. You know what I mean? So if I was a full-time content creator, I would push this. I would use my full-time content to then push my brand, and then try to focus everything around my brand. So then I can, you know what I mean? So that can hopefully become the main income, because at any time, these algorithms could change. And there's been so many YouTubers who they were full-time content creators. The algorithm changed, and now they can't crack 1,000 views. They can't pay for their house no more. They lost their car. They lost everything. How does that even happen? You feel me? How does that even happen? So I think it's cool to try to do, but now it seems, you know what I mean? It just seems, I don't know, but I would do it to fund this. But right now, reality, I wouldn't do it. I'm not leaving Amazon. Even if I was making 40,000 a month on content, I wouldn't leave Amazon. Nope. I wouldn't do it. I would save that 40K I was making from content creation. I would save it for like a year, right? And then at that point, I would start really funding my business. I would be doing that already, but it would take a year of making like 40K a month for me to leave my job. And then at that point, I'm out of here. I'm leaving the country. You feel me? I'm out. I would then buy land in another country and live a blessed life. You know what I mean? Like, but no, just quit everything and be a content creator. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I don't think that's smart. I don't think that's smart. On my own business, of course, I would love that. But what I'm seeing, even with that, it seems like more and more regulations are coming in, being passed to make it harder for business owners. But I would love that. Like I love to dream. That's why the whole brand is Dream and Motivations. I love to dream. I love to plan. I love vision. I love that. That's fun to me. Thinking of something, draw. Oh yeah, but I don't know. You're drawing it up. You're seeing it in your mind. Like, yo, that'd be crazy. Boom, boom. I love that. Um, so of course, you know what I mean? I'm a big dreamer. So sometimes life can suppress them dreams though. That's the battle, you know what I mean? But I would love to own my own business, you know what I mean? A restaurant, of course, clothing and entertainment, marketing. I would love to get into everything, I would love it. Are you thinking about going back to the delivery? Bro, why you even fix your fingers to type something crazy like that? No. Absolutely not, my dude. No, no way, shape, or form. No, absolutely not. I'm not thinking about that at all. No. Would I? If I had to, absolutely. I'm all about if you got to do what you got to do, but I would not want to do that. Negative, fam. That's hilarious. You plan on going back? No, but the delivery industry. I don't like the delivery industry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like it. If I had to do it, I would, but I don't like it though. Jay Weezy says, my point when it comes to the race or color, I don't ascribe to that having to be important. So I don't think it's like a salvation issue, but here's the thing. I was gonna make a vlog on this on the faith page. People like, oh, God doesn't see color. That's a lie. He does. And it's important that we do. He does see color. Like, how silly does that sound? God doesn't see color. Bruh, he made the rainbow. Of course he sees color. But people have what's really, I think, is trying to be like black and white is never that's not even a thing. Everybody, it goes back to lineage, it goes back to bloodlines, it goes back to nations and tribes. You know what I mean? And those are real things. There's real tribes, there's real bloodlines that go back. That's a real thing. And some of those things are important. You know what I mean? People have written it off like, oh, that doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? But but when it comes to like salvation, no, that don't matter. That's not going to save, you know what I mean? It ain't going to save you, but that doesn't mean you just cast it away, though. It might me like, okay, let's say you say, if I focus, if you're in your heart, you claim Jesus is Lord and Savior. They say white Christians are doomed, period. They be saying that. Hey, you want to know what's crazy? They used to say that about black people, though. You know what I mean? Like they said black people were the cursed people. You know what I mean? Oh, they were it, but it gets ostracized with a black. You know what I mean? Like, but no, I don't agree with people. White Christians are doomed. Are doomed. But here's the thing, though. Man, I can't. These are videos and stuff I want to touch on my other page. But no, I'll just leave it there. No, of course, I feel you. I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe to that. I think I don't subscribe to that. That's crazy. Imagine somebody like saying that. That's deep. Anyways, 5.0 says, "Oh, Brody, he was the best boss I've ever." See, that's dope. That's dope. He paid for your automotive school. That's what's up. That's dope. That's fire. That's fire. The word says, if you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised from the dead, you'll be saved. That's true. Is that all the word says, though, when it comes to salvation? Because I thought it says as well, when the person asks him, how do we get in, Lord? How do I get into heaven? You must be born again to enter the kingdom of God. Well, Lord, how do I do that? Do I go back into my mother's womb? He says, you must be born of the water of the Spirit. It says that too. But, well, hold on. It says in Matthew, he who endures to the end is saved. But wait, it says over here in Matthew as well, he who believes is saved. We got to look at the book and you know what I mean? Like, this is true for sure, but that's not the only place it talks about. What about the other scriptures as well? Like, but yeah, you know what I mean? What'd you say? About to get banned with that question? Why? What do you say? Oh, you say you won't get banned asking about the delivery? Nah, I wouldn't ban nobody. That's hilarious though, right? I felt like, oh, what? Go back to delivery? You crazy? Nah, definitely want to go back to delivery. Yeah, I love that scripture, man. One of my favorite scriptures is Acts 2:38, because that's the first scripture that came to life in my life that I seen. It was like, yo, it wasn't even I seen it, I experienced it. It's Acts 2:38. It says, repent, every one of you, for the remission of your sins, be baptized in the name of Jesus, and you shall receive the gift of the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost. You know what I mean? That's the one that I heard, you know what I mean? And it changed my life, So I love all the scripture, man. Romans 10:9 for sure. 5.0 says, laugh out loud, I'll never go back, but I'm already delivering mail and packages. See, you still in the delivery field. That's dope though. And see, you were killing it. You was already leading. You was past the delivery over there on the Amazon delivery side. You was the OG over there. So I can only imagine working for the company you're at now was probably cakewalk for you. That was probably a cakewalk. He says, yeah, they hacked Kai Sinnott's page, Twitch, and YouTube. Expose his number. See? Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not surprised, you know what I mean? Especially on the type of numbers they be getting. But yeah, that sucks. But yeah, just the control, it's like you really don't have no control, you know what I mean? Like, these algorithms is something else, they can really just cut your page off, but not just press like just all of a sudden they don't show your, it's just weird when if you become a content creator, you see the backside, you see the pay, you see all that, you know what I mean? But you're not the boss. Like that guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is that Kai? I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Kai Phoenix. I know the name, but I don't know the guy. I don't watch his stuff or anything like that. But him, like, YouTube can, you know what I mean? They can just terminate his page if they want to. Like, you're never the boss. These pages, these platforms are your boss. They're your new boss. So yeah, it's like you're still an employee at the end of the day when it comes to content creation. You just work for TikTok now, or you just work for YouTube. You're a YouTube employee. For real, you know what I mean? Because you got to do what YouTube says. Just like work, we clock in and go to work, right? And we can't break the rules of the company, or we could be let go. Same thing with Kai Connect or Sinnott's. He clocks in when he makes his videos, and he plays by their rules. If he goes against guidelines, he can be fired from YouTube. You know what I mean? So content creation is low key, just like a job. But I think it's more freedom. You know what I mean? Of course, it's more freedom. You know what I mean? Like you can, and it's just a way more creative job. You're in a whole world as a creator. Like, you know what I mean? I think so. I think that's the difference. But I think it's rigged though as well. I think it's rigged. It's like I think it's rigged, man. I think it's rigged. They make people pop who they want to pop, in my opinion. But I think it's dope. Even if you don't become a full-time content creator, What if you're a part-time content creator? I've seen the benefits of that. I've experienced it. Huge blessing. You know what I mean? So if somebody can make it as a full-time content creator, do it. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I would just be aware that you're still an employee. You know what I mean? Because there's been content creators who think they're the boss. Oh yeah, this is my business. Till YouTube, you feel me? Come knocking on that door. You know, hey, bruh, you got 2 strikes because you're not playing by the rules. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, you an employee. But you can turn it in. I think that's the key to YouTube and content creation. Turn it into something tangible. Turn your YouTube business or your YouTube finances into a tangible business that you are the owner of. You know what I mean? I think that's the key right there. That's the play. If I can turn all my YouTube content to finances and then translate that into land, you feel me? I won. But then it's like, now you gotta, you know what I mean? I'll go buy some land, but then I'm gonna buy some, you know, I don't know, to translate what we that content creation money into something physical, but not just more bills. All these content creators go out and buy new cars, new houses. They're just adding on to bills they gotta pay. And if they ever get fired from their YouTube job, they're just like getting fired from a regular job, you know? They lose everything. That guy Kai Sentence make bank. Yeah, they do make some crazy bank. And it's crazy. Like, you don't even have to be him to make bank. There's a YouTube guy that I follow, and he don't even be on. Oh, he does do celebrity stuff, but he more so not critiques it. He's not like a YouTube gossiper, but he critiques it. But this dude made like 100 stacks a month, and nobody knows his name. So people be making bank on YouTube. You know what I mean? So I'm not against it. That's why, you know, like, it was an opportunity. That's what made me, one of the things that made me get on YouTube is like, it's an opportunity. Like, why not shoot your shot at an opportunity if it's free? But it's not free. It's going to cost your time for sure, for sure. But I think it's worth the shot. Now, is it worth the shot trying to go full time? I don't know about that one. Plus, I don't want, like, you feel me, my life to be online, and like, that's the battle I be having sometimes. Like, I like not being on the camera more than I like being on the camera. Now it's dope. I love that I get to inspire people and it touches so many people. That's the dope part. But then it sucks because, like, I'd rather be the guy not on the camera. Like, let's say if I owned the entertainment company and I started a content creation label and signed content creators, right? I would love to do that instead of being the one in front of the camera. You know? Jay Woodsy says, so what do you think about the thief on the cross? I believe what it says. You feel me? I believe exactly what it says. I believe what it says. I don't gotta go no further. I believe exactly what it says. You will be with me in this day in paradise. That's what it said. But we can't forget everything else he says. What about what he said to those who endure to the end will be saved? Does that negate that? No. You know, like, I believe exactly all through the book what it says. Oh, let me finish. It says, I do believe we should be baptized, and I am, but there are circumstances in life where we're not able to be there. Right. That guy on the cross was not in a circumstance to get baptized. You feel me? You feel me? He wasn't, imagine. Like, but you gotta, no, you know what I mean? Like, no, So I just believe, see, this is the thing. This is denominations. They take one piece and they stand on that alone. I'm the one who believes all of it. They don't be doing that. They stand on this piece and that's it. And if you believe that piece over there, I can't rock with you. Huh? It's in the book. Everything is in the book. That's the crazy thing with these institutions. They be going against each other when it's all in the book. But one stands on this one, and one stands on this verse, and one stands on this verse. But that shows that division. Okay, that's what makes me, with all these, I saw you mentioned denominations. I go up to the top. Okay, hold up. Let me go up to the top. Who created this denomination? You feel me? You start looking at that type of stuff. Who funded this? Look at that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I hope I don't get myself in trouble with this life. Oh man. But I believe the whole thing. Like, so what do I believe about it? Exactly what's written. All right. You can see why I'm curious. Oh, you say in life, people are not able to be there. And I think that God knows that. You feel me? Like, you can only do what you can do. Why would he require and expect somebody mandate that if they can't do it? You know what I mean? That's why I would never be like, you're saved, you're not. I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. You know what I mean? I got the word. Okay, I can see, you know what I mean? And if you're gonna come to me on what I think, I'm gonna show you exactly why I think what I think. In totality, people will speak on a topic and point one scripture. I'm going to show you the totality of that topic. He says this here, he says this here, he says this here. And it makes sense when you read it all together. You know what I mean? It's just people. Anyways, yeah, you get what I'm saying. 5.0 says Mr. Beast is the boss. Mr. Beast, the dude. You feel me? Yeah, he the boss. Listen, if he speaks out against certain people, he'll lose everything tomorrow. He a boss for sure, but if he speaks out against certain people, he'll lose everything tomorrow. So how much of a boss are you really if you can lose everything you got? But I'm sorry, I'm in a mode right now. I'm sorry, you're right. He has a lot of people that he employs. He does major stuff. You know what I mean? For sure. Dude he's a boss. My dude be doing it for sure. But shout out to you, my dude. No, he's doing it for sure. Shout out to that dude. They exposed that he made 4.2 million in January and February of this year. I believe it. And that's what you say. That's just his YouTube revenue, right? What about all his brand deals? You know what I mean? But that's the sad part of content creation. Everybody was talking about it. Oh, content. You know, everybody laughed about TikTok and laughed about YouTubers. Now, guess where everybody is? Everybody on TikTok and YouTube. Every rapper got a podcast. Every actor. You know what I mean? Everybody's all of a sudden Will Smith YouTubing. All of a sudden, everybody got a camera trying to YouTube. You feel me? That's the funny thing that, I'll be laughing at sometimes. Yeah, they did. But YouTube, like 10 years ago, these people was buying houses. Unknown people. Just that checks for YouTube used to be crazy for average Joes. But see, that's how it always works. The average Joe builds up the platforms, and then once the platform gets going, the average Joe gets suppressed, and then the chosen come in, and they're the ones who get the viral, and it gets gate kept. That's how it goes. That's like TikTok. The average Joe built it up. Now it's like it's being corporatized. You can't even find corporatized. Did I say that right? No, I didn't say it. It's corporately being taken over. Meaning, when you used to go on TikTok and you would, like, let's say when Florida had them storms, you seen individuals in Florida recording what's going on live, right? What's that spot? Hawaii, the place that got the fires in Hawaii. I forgot. It was people on the ground. You were seeing them live. That was the national threat. Now go to TikTok. You don't see not one of those anymore. Any natural disaster is coming from the news stations on TikTok. Corporate takeover. They did the same thing on YouTube. YouTube used to be any topic, individuals talking about it would pop up. Anything you search, especially information that's coming from Big Brother, only the news corporations have taken over, or not the news corporations have taken over YouTube as well. So it's just a different game when it comes to content creation now. You know what I mean? Because, but I'll stop there. I'll stop there. But Catherine, what up though? What up though? Caught you live. I am still working. Yo, we had 3 hours and 13 minutes. We went in tonight. We hit all type of topics. Can you imagine somebody just coming across the channel and watching this live? They probably like, yo, they crazy over there. Oh, we was lit tonight. We was all over the place going in. All right. Catherine says, caught you live. I'm still working at Den 8 part-time. Work getting scarce though. Lots of VTO offered. Well, I would definitely not be one of the ones not taking it. Try to stack up. You feel me? Stack up, and try to stack up. But shout out to you, Catherine. Good to see you. Hope all is well with you. Oh, let me sign out of this thing. Am I signed out already? Nope. I'll be a dope full-time content creator though. If I had the finances too, man, it'll be lit. But it's probably best that I'm not. It's probably best that I'm not a content creator, full time. Shout out to you though, Catherine. Be sure. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody who's tuned in, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button one time. Jay Weezy says, I see all the debates and look into historical proof, but hold on. That's what you have to historical proof. You feel me? A lot of historical proof has been tampered with. It's so much, fam. But it makes sense. The only opposition to darkness is light. So they're going to try to switcheroo, change as many, you feel me, as possible. When you look into these historical proofs, always go to the top of everything. That's what I learned a long time ago. When it came to Christian institutions, Christian colleges, right? I said, hold on. First off, these are profit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, who's profiting off of this, first of all? But then who gives the okay to say, okay, we give you credentials on the Bible? Who's crazy? This crazy. Who is this? Who is doing this? You go up to the top, and it gets the same people running these banks. It's the same people behind these institutions, my dude. You feel me? It's the same people. It's the same people. These are institutions. When we go to school from 1 to K to 12, you're not learning. You're being, what's that word? Man, I always be forgetting that word. Indoctrination. The person who, he says, I'm trying to create a class of worker bees. These are institutions, fam. So even when it comes to the historical people that's providing this proof, one of the first things I always go, who's funding it and who's at the top. If you can find, it's hard to find out who's funding it. That's when I know I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? It's hard to find out what you always want to find out who's funding something. You feel me? So I always look at that because sometimes these historical stuff is being funded by the same people who run everything. And what does that tell you? But especially historical proof of the Bible. Come on, bro. You don't think the enemy's over there messing with historical proof? Come on. Especially when it's funded by some people, All right. So I try to verify what each Christian argues is truth. Orthodox, Protestant, Catholic, many teachers changing in each. I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, I hear you. Ricardo says, I wish work should be 20 hours a week. Right, fam. What happened to the good old days when one person in the household would work? You remember those TV shows? The dad goes out, the wife stays at home, the kids playing with toys and in the yard all day. Everybody's happy, nothing but smiles and fresh cooked home meals. Man, times have changed. What happened? We can't even live off a 40-hour week no more. I did a video on that. I said, is 40 hours a week over? Or is that enough? I forgot what I called it, something like that. But no, it's not even 40 hours a week ain't even enough no more. We in some new times, Ricardo. We in some new times, man. I feel you. I'm with you on that. Jay Weezy says, on the content creator note, I dislike Kai. He has no talent and makes that much money. Hold on. So do you hate everybody? There's a gang of people with no talent like that and makes a lot of money. But let me continue because you might explain. He says, I was almost tempted to do something like that, but realized my faith is more important than money chasing. Facts. But you want to know who reminds me of Kai, Jay Weezy? 99% of these people that do that's that make that same amount of money. Most of these people, I don't know, but yeah, when it comes to content creation, who gets he doesn't stand alone in that lane of no talent but makes that much money. You almost described most of entertainment in general. You know what I mean? We can look at half the half of the artists, not even rappers, singers, pop stars, reggaeton. Most of these people have a gang of talent or no talent and make a lot of money. That's most people in entertainment, I believe, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong in somebody else's eyes, but I think a lot of those people in entertainment don't have talent and make a lot of money. And you said you were almost tempted to do something like that, but realized my faith is more important than money chasing. I feel you. I never had to hit those crossroads, luckily. You know what I mean? Because I think about that a lot. Like, man, you feel, especially back in the day when I was wild, like, I wonder what I would have done. I don't think I would have went that way, but you just never know. You know what I mean? But I'm glad I never had to come across that crossroads, you know? Because, man, that sucks. I think that sucks. When all you have, you're so rich, or no, you're so poor. How's that saying go? When you're so poor that all you have is money, that sucks. And then come to find out, you get struck with a sickness and you got all that money and you can't even be healed. It's cold. Life is life could be cold. Don't let reality hit you. You know what I mean? People be so poor, all they got is money. It's a real saying when you look at it. But let's not get it twisted. Money and resources is needed. But when you sell out to get it, nah, it's never worth it. Never worth it. I feel you 100%. Ricardo said, or 5.0 says, 20 hours a week, I'd rather work than being at home doing nothing. Man, you got a whole race car over there. You be racing. What you mean? You probably be racing all up and down the country. You work 20 hours a week. But I feel you. There are some people who probably won't have nothing to do. Imagine though, that's a great point. Because there was a lot of people who like did not like being at home during the pandemic. Man, if I work 20 hours a week, that'd be like, I would love that because I do have a lot of things that I can do. You know what I mean? That's so much time to put behind trying to create something. That'd be fire. I don't think working 30 to 40 hours a week is healthy. I agree. I agree. But when you continue to do it, you know what I mean? It kind of just becomes life, you know? Like other people in other parts of the world, there's some civilizations where 40 hours a week probably sounds light to them, But overall, though, I hear your point. I apologize when you guys comment. I always try to look at the all sides of everything. But I agree. For us, especially, yeah, I think it could be unhealthy for sure. I hear you for sure, Ricardo. Shout out to you, my dude. Jay Wee says, don't get it wrong. I don't hate them. I hate the whole base of acting wild or being dancing monkeys or selling out for fame. You just described all of entertainment, though. Still, you know what I mean? That's not just him. That's Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? Name people, well, I'm pretty sure you don't like the industry like that, but that's way more people. And I know people who do that way worse than him, but that's the whole industry. I would think so. But that's my opinion. I respect your opinion too, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I don't hate these people either. But sometimes I do get frustrated though, because it's when people are leading people down a wrong road. Because yeah, they give them this title, content creations, but you're a more correct word is what people use, influencers. Why do they use that word? They're truly influencing people. What are you influencing people to? For the good? You're influencing people for the good or for the bad, or even for evil. You know what I mean? Like, some of these influencers, you know, but yeah. Pat the Gamer, what's good, my guy? What's good with you, fam? What's good with you? Good to see you in the building, my dude. Hope all is well with you. Good to see you. Big Pat, always good to see you. Catherine says, I find plenty to do at home, right? You feel me? I got 100 things. I can, they be like, yo, give me a list of 200 things you can do if you only work 20 hours a week and we'll let you do it. Bro, I'll give you 400 things. Give me 30 minutes. I feel you 100%, Catherine. But, there are people who, they don't. And it's understandable. Everybody's different, but I agree. Watching YouTube, I love watching YouTube. But low key, I spend more time on TikTok than YouTube. Because not like for dances or anything, but like information over there, they be having some good stuff over there. Used to be way better, but they got like a little, they still got some. It's just YouTube is just so corporate, man. Like anything you look up, you're gonna get the mainstream opinion about it. And that's what I don't like, It used to be there used to be a free market. It's not a free market on YouTube anymore, meaning the real estate, the virtual real estate. It used to be like free. Now it's controlled, in my opinion. It's like anything you search, you're getting who they want you to see more so than just, you know what I mean? Like everybody. But shout out to YouTube though. I still find some stuff on there every now and then. Pat the Gamer, you doing good? That's what's up, fam. That's always good to see. Everybody who's tuned in, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button, hit that like button. And shout out to you, Pat. Good to hear you doing good over there. Jay Wee says, yeah, they're filling kids' heads up with chasing money and selling out to get rich. I just get sad about it sometimes. Right. But let there be the whole industry, not just Kai. You feel me? That's everybody. That's Bad Bunny too. You know what I mean? All of them, who else? There's like what made you just choose Kai out of nowhere? Out of all people. That's what kind of was like, why is it? Wait, who'd you call out? Was it Kai? I'm trying to go back now. You said Kai. Yeah, it was Kai. Okay, I think that's because that's who we were talking about earlier, huh? I'm like scrolling up the thing right now. Yeah, I think that is who we're talking about. All right, so that's cool. But yeah, all of them do that for the most part. Most of them. I feel like who's not telling the youth or telling people to chase money? Who's not telling them to do something? You feel me? That it seems like it's harder to find positive influences more than it is do as thou wilt, do what you want to do influencers, Seems like everybody's saying do what thou wilt, do what you want to do whatever makes you feel right. And that sounds cool, but if everybody just does what they want to do, it's gonna conflict with. Anyways, Pat the Gamer says about to hit 60. Let's go. Okay, we see you, Big Pat. Collect, fam. Collect. Get all the Beso bucks, Pat. Get all of them. Leave a little bit for me though. Fam. Just a little bit. Yeah, kill that, my dude. Take advantage. I'm working overtime this week as well in a few days. Okay. Kai was just brought up earlier. Right. Okay, bet. Yeah, he's number one. That's what's up. I didn't know that. I don't be paying attention to really anything entertainment wise, as you guys can tell. I didn't know he was number one. That's what's up. That's dope. I didn't think he was number one. I never watched any of his streams. I couldn't tell you anything about him. Never couldn't tell you nothing about him. And I definitely wouldn't have thought he's number one. I thought like Mr. Beast would be number one. I know the soccer guy, some Chris, I don't know what his name is. Some soccer guy started YouTube like a year ago, and he's like already like in the top ranks now. It's just this stuff is so fake, man. I'll be like, yo, this is crazy. But anyways, I didn't think he was number one, but that's interesting. I didn't know that. So what you say? I don't be street racing no more. What? I'll be going to track ever since I got. Oh, okay, got you. Makes sense, makes sense. That's good. That's good. That's what's up. Yeah, my dude got the coldest Mustang in the streets. The coldest Mustang in the Arizona atmosphere. You feel me? Southern spirit, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to my dude. Jay we said my little nephew said he wants to be a streamer. I was like, bruh. Yeah. I mean, it kind of goes like that generation. You know what I mean? That's like when I was growing up. All black people, black Americans, we all wanted to be rappers. Rappers or basketball players. You feel me? Then it kind of broadened up to what it kind of go to for a minute. Then school, pushing college was pretty big for a minute. But it's generational. And streaming is like a big thing now, so I understand it. But yeah, it sucks because like I don't know, it's just like what are you gonna stream about? I don't know. I don't it just seems weird when you just put your whole life on the camera. Even me, I'd be like trying my best not to put much out there, you know what I mean? Because it's just weird. Like it's just weird. But I mean, these are the new days that we in. And the thing too that drives it is because there's a market, there's finances that's being made there. And in content creation, they're saying like billions are supposed to be made in content creation within the next 5 to 10 years, all that stuff. They you know what I mean? Like it's a lot of money to be made in content creation. So that's what drives it too. Like I'm saying, look at the race of people. The Everybody came to doing content. There was a reason. The reason was finances. People didn't know they was making money like that on content creation. Everybody laughed at content creators, but now everybody is running the content creation. So there's money to be made, but I don't think, what I mean? Yeah, it sucks though. Like, I wonder if kids are like, yo, I want to be a doctor. Are they still saying that these days? I don't know. Who wants to be a doctor? Who wants to be a lawyer? Who knows a lawyer? Ain't that so funny? I don't know a lawyer and I don't know anybody. I mean, I don't know like personally, like, oh yeah, that's my boy. You know what I mean? Or that's my uncle. That's a lawyer. Like who has a lawyer that's an uncle or a cousin or related? Pat the Gamer says Jay Weezy still liking North Carolina. Look at that. Pat the Gamer remembers. I know. How you liking North Carolina, Jay Weezy? What's up? How you feeling about that? Yo, we had 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was supposed to shoot some vlogs after this, but I don't know now. What time is it? 10:30. Man, I'm gonna live on the wild side tonight. I might still shoot some vlogs. Like I said, y'all gonna see me. If I shoot tonight, I'm gonna have this fit on for like 4 videos because I'm gonna have to shoot them all tonight. Let's see. If y'all haven't hit the like button, where we at? 17. All right, all right. So if y'all haven't hit it yet, go ahead and hit it for me. Appreciate that. Let's hit for 4 hours. Oh, Pat, you crazy, man. No, I won't say that. That's wild. That would be dope. And I do want to start taking my content to the next level. But I gotta fix this little glitch. I don't like the glitch. And I don't know what's going on with that. I was actually paying for the highest, you feel me, stream in the highest network that I can pay for, and it was doing this stuff. So I've seen people stream live and it's crisp. And it's like, you know what I mean? That's what I need. And then I would want to more, but that just frustrates me. But I know I need to you know what I mean? I do want to push my content more. I be having internal battles, you feel me, on content creation. Like I'm saying, at heart, I don't like being in front of the camera like that, like putting my life out there. So that's sometimes a struggle too. But it is opportunity online. First and foremost, to inspire people, to be an option. You know what I mean? That's one of the main things I do want to do. And why I do like doing this, because I've had people reach out to me like, yo, I look like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, and I don't even want saying that, but like, yo, like, But people have said that, like, yo, thank you for doing what you do. Just like, I can't even say because it may sound weird, but they're like, I look up to you type thing. I know it sounds weird, but that's dope though. You know what I mean? To give somebody an option, like, man, you're not on there talking crazy. You're not on there boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like, that's dope. So kind of makes me want to push for it. But I know live, I might probably have to go live more. I don't know if I want to do that though. Pass it. Let's hit for 4 of them. Jay Wee says, be careful nowadays. These new doctors use Chat GPT to do schoolwork. And yes, I still love and see I'm free and exploring the land. That's what's up. And you said they're using Chat GPT. I wouldn't doubt it. I think the ones before that was probably using each other's notes. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, but that's good. You're enjoying it there for sure. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. It's 3 hours and 33 minutes. I really want to shoot some content tonight. So I want to try to save some of this energy that I still have from that energy drink I drank earlier. But we're gonna wrap it up for tonight, y'all. I think I want to start going live another day out the week. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. I might just start going live on topics that like happen. I don't know. We'll see. Jay Wee said, glad to see you, Pat. Hope all is well with you, brother. But everybody who tuned in tonight, man, you guys super dope. We went 3 hours and 35 minutes. We haven't done that in a while. That's what's up. Super dope time tonight. We talked on some topics. We hit everything tonight. We hit everything that people ain't supposed to talk about in public. We hit faith, we hit religion, we hit conspiracies. You feel me? We did it up tonight. So shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. I love hearing everybody's thoughts, everybody's point of view, everybody's perception of things. Super dope, man. But everybody, y'all have a safe week out there. I'm gonna try to shoot some vlogs tonight, hopefully. So be sure to stay tuned. They ain't really got more than that. Y'all be safe out there, man. What you say, current events? Right. That's what I'm thinking, man. I might have to hop on if some sort of current event happens. Boom, just go live with it. That might be pretty dope. I think that would be pretty cool. But all right, y'all. Other than that, I'm gonna catch y'all next video. You guys be blessed, man. Y'all have a blessed week out there. It's your boy SB. Let's go. Y'all be safe over there. Jay Weezy, have a good one. Now it wants to kick in. It wants to act right. Now that I'm finished to get off. Now it wants to act right. Ain't that something? Jay Weezy, Pat the Gamer, you feel me? Everybody who's tuned in tonight, 5.0, you feel me? Catherine, Ricardo, Messi, both Messies. Shout out to the other Messi on their birthday today too. Both of y'all, both Messies in the building. Who else do we have up in here? Everybody. We had a nice amount of people in here. Everybody who tuned in tonight, man. You guys have a good one. M Bright, shout out to you, Eric. Ricardo, I'm just remembering that off the top of my head. Cedric, you feel me? Romney, you know what I mean? Black Panther, the gamer, Juan, you feel me? God is the best. War Fox, Double Down, everybody who was tuned in. So other than that, man, my Tony tuned in too. I think it was Chris as well, Carlos, Peter, everybody. The sweaty bombs, you feel me? Shout out to all y'all. Now the thing's acting perfect. Now there's no glitch or no lag. That's funny. Maybe it's your device and not your service. Nah, I got like the newest iPhone, not the newest one, but the one that came out before the newest one. And I'm on my Wi-Fi. So how would that struggle? And I have like my memory is the biggest. Is it the biggest? I think it's the biggest or the second big. I think I got the biggest memory that I can get. So I got a gang of space. You know what I mean? It's not the phone. Because why is it good now? Why is it working now? You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I got to find that out. Or what do you think? What do you think, Jay Weezy? It's working now, so nothing changed with the phone. It's been in the same place. You know what? I might shoot a vlog because I don't have to change anything. I got this laptop here, and I usually put it behind. Oh, I do, because then I need that TV on. I always do the vlog with the TV on snaps. I might. I don't know. My bad. I'm thinking out loud. Anyways, y'all have a blessed week, man. Y'all be safe out there. It's your boy SB. Let's go. Good seeing y'all, man. Super dope night tonight. 3 hours tonight is crazy.